Russell, Dussel, Lakers in 5.
Oh
Anyways,
my God.
welcome back to another
The
episode of
Knicks.
Bobcast. The next,
My
the
bad.
Knicks, the Knicks in 5. All right. Anyways, I'm
The
back with the Bobcast.
Knickerbockers?
Knicks and Knickerbockers in 5. Wow.
Oh, I hate the Knickerbockers, bro. When they said that yesterday,
The New York Knickerbockers.
yeah, Mamu slams it on the
And
Knickerbockers.
YouTube, we're not saying the hard R.
Not saying
Nick,
the N word.
the
Nick,
Knicks, the New York
the
Knicks.
New York
Yes.
Knicks.
Look up their name. It is the Knickerbockers.
Yes, it is.
Do not report us, bro. We're not saying anything.
We didn't do any of that. We didn't do any of that.
Yeah, I'm back
Also,
with the guys.
If you want to hear us
Yeah.
say that
Bobby,
word, go
Jay.
look at season 1. Ant said it.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, he
and
did.
Bobby
No.
said it in the.
No, I didn't.
No, it's
No,
cut
I didn't.
out. It's cut out.
Cut out. It's cut out. You'll never.
For
you'll never
Bobby
know.
is cut out, but for
You never
me,
know. Nope.
All right.
Mm-mm.
So how we doing today, y'all?
I'm tired.
Me too. I'm very tired right now. It's 11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock. Yeah.
I'm tired.
We usually don't do this as often, but
We usually don't try to record this late.
This is like season 1 us, but yeah.
today was my fault.
Yes.
Hey, but now you had some interesting, stuff happen to you tonight.
I had a really interesting day today, to say the least.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was worth it, huh?
A little bit, yeah. It's for the lore. It's for the lore. If you think about it, it's for the lore. Also, do I sound like? Does it sound like I have an echo, or is my mic like okay?
Your mic is okay.
No, your mics are
Okay.
good, bro. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Because the previous episodes, I've been hearing my
Yeah.
room audio,
I've been
not
hearing
my
that
mic
too.
audio.
Yeah, this
So I've been
this one's your mic audio. I could
Okay,
tell because
okay,
of how
cool.
like
Wait. Is there a script for this, or
it's
No.
literally Anthony's segment, and then we talk about the free agents. So welcome back,
No.
as Anthony said earlier.
Yeah.
Today, after Ant says his random segment, we're just gonna get into free agents. I'll explain that once we get to that. But Ant, for now, what is your segment?
What is your segment, Ant? Sorry
all
for
right?
the
So my segment
blubber.
is
Blubber.
blubber.
The blubber.
I got
the
a whole lot of
blabber.
that.
The
Ain't got-
blubber.
Yeah,
ain't got
Blubber,
blubber.
blabber. Dabbler. Lakers in 5.
Hold on. Let me log into our official Bobcast Instagram and
Follow
check out this
them.
post.
Follow them
Make
popping
sure-
up next to Bobby on that side. Yep, he knows which side now.
Yes, sir. Good boy. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
goodness.
don't know if you caught that, but Ray did say that to you last night.
I
Yes.
didn't hear that.
Ray did say it to you. He means
Did not hear
Wayman.
that. Yeah, Wayman.
Oh my god, I forgot I have 3 accounts. Hold on. Just going through my other 2 accounts.
And don't worry, I have like 5. Okay.
I have 2.
Well, realistically, I only have like 2. Because I don't even use the Flashy Bob 2 account. I don't even
See?
Ah.
We're tough.
So all I
So-
really use is the Bobcast account. Make sure
Yeah.
to go follow my
Make sure-
Flashy Flashbacks and the main Flashy Bob account.
As
So
y'all can
that's
see, that's the account right there.
As you can see,
Never miss it.
As you can see,
I'm
I am
sorry,
As you
not
can
there.
see, the Bobcast accounts.
The
bro. I
Bobcast.
look like a '80s father.
Look like you better discover something.
I just need a thicker mustache, and we're
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, anyways, for my segment today, y'all, I got KFC X Bodak. Oh, Bodak noodles. Yes, y'all heard it, ladies and
that
gentlemen.
one company?
Bodak.
Yeah.
Bodak
Yeah.
noodles.
Bodak noodles.
Noodle.
Why do you keep
You like
saying
the-
it like that?
Hey, also
Bodak noodle?
Minecraft partnering with
Yes, sir.
I saw
With,
that. I was gonna mention it
McDonald's,
just
yeah.
now. I was just gonna mention that right now.
Yeah. They're making a new spicy instant noodle. Look at that. That's nice.
KFC collabs with spicy instant noodle brand for limited time menu item.
Am I getting it? Probably not.
Do we have KFC out here?
Am I getting it? We don't have a KFC,
Nope.
no, because you know what?
Do what? Hold
There's
on.
too much salmonella. Too much raw chicken.
But you're acting like you never ate salmonella infested chicken before.
In culinary.
Because of who?
That guy, y'all.
Thank you for owning
That
up.
guy.
Thank you for owning up.
It was either salmonella or burnt.
I mean, yeah.
Burnt is better than salmonella,
I'd
isn't
rather
it?
take burnt.
It's either undercooked
What-
So be
or
be
overcooked.
grateful.
Not the
Be
potato
grateful.
pancakes,
Be
though.
no, those shits were bad. But
Shout out to
be grateful that it wasn't
Mama
salmonella
Messiah.
because
I'm
y'all
grateful.
niggas would have died. Okay,
And you're part of that
Too much.
dying.
I was
Yeah, I
gonna
would
eat
have
it.
sued you. I would have sued you on my last
We
breath.
would have all died. How you gonna sue me if we're all dead?
I would have sued your family.
And then just die.
That's what I would have said to
Yeah.
my mom as I'm dying. It was Bobby.
Sue him.
It was Victor Monroe. Sue him.
Stop saying
Who is
Monroe.
Monroe? Who is Victor Monroe? Who is that?
Oh, isn't it? Then,
It's
then what is it? Moreau?
It's
Yes,
Moreau,
Moreau.
bro.
Stop saying
How
Monroe.
do you not even know
PJ,
the
your
own
camera's-
Secrets
oh,
of the
no, you
Blade
should lean it.
movie lore? How do you not know
My
that?
bad. I was the comedic character. How was I supposed to know?
No, you were the character that kept on getting beat up, bro. How do you get beat up by saying I lift?
I lived.
And then go down 60 seconds later? Yes. sir.
Exactly, bro. You
30.
literally got knocked out, and then you woke back up to get
And
the
then get
sword.
knocked out again.
You get knocked out
Get the
again.
sword is crazy.
And then
Nah,
you
I'm
got
gonna go take a
told
tip.
to sit up.
Yeah, and then I told you to sit up, and then I killed you. That's the worst way to
Long as
go
no,
out.
that
I
was
can't
that was a
hold you.
long ass yap session, bro. Not gonna lie, but
It was
It
like
was.
15 minutes,
It
bro.
was the longest.
No, that was the main part of the movie. If
It
you
that was the
think
most
Because
like,
we got your backstory.
yeah,
We
did,
needed
yeah.
Victor Monroe's.
go watch the
My name's
Secrets of
not
the Blade
Victor.
movie. It's a great
Go watch
movie.
Secrets of the Blade.
10 out
y'all.
of 10 suggestion.
Got a
All right.
suggestion from the suggester.
But let's go ahead. Or
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain what we're gonna do. So basically, besides our favorite teams, which will bring it down to 32, because Ant's a Rams fan, me and Bobby are Panthers fans. There's 10 teams for each of us. We have their signings if they traded for someone. You know, if they got a new coaching staff, and like if there's like a fun fact about their off season or someone they signed. Bobby didn't do coaching staff, but he knows for one of his first team, he knows
I
the
know a
head coach
couple.
that they signed. So we're gonna start off. The order's
Bobby's a
gonna go
little busy
Ant,
also.
Bobby, then me. Ant, who was your first team? And Bobby, if you have thoughts on any of the
I know
people-
some of me and Ants are intertwined a little bit
Because
if
of
you put it
trades?
like
Yeah.
trades and
Yes.
things of that nature. So ours are a little bit intertwined. So
all right, Ant,
I'll just touch on that.
who's your first team?
All right, so my first team for the free agency, I got the Falcons. So yeah, we'll start off with the grading. Grading.
Oh,
was a
wow.
B.
Give me a
But
second.
yeah, the signings. Want to list one player by player, or just like a list by list?
Like just say them, and then like if a contract stood out. Like yeah.
What's interesting from me was that they signed a linebacker, Divine Diablo, for 2 years, 14 million, while they signed edge rusher Lloyd.
Lloyd
Leonard
Floyd. Lloyd Floyd.
Oh my god.
They signed
Lloyd Floyd.
Floyd, y'all.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, yes, for 1 year, 10 million. So I feel like that's a little underpaid for him. So especially,
think
I feel
so?
like he would. I feel like he'd bring more to the team than the linebacker. Didn't really do that much research into the linebacker.
But how old is Lloyd Floyd?
Lloyd Floyd, he's pretty old. He's pretty old. He's on the older side.
Can you tell us
So-
how old he is?
Would you like to tell us?
Not do research in that part. I know he's like
you
in
can
his
go
40s.
type in his name real quick.
All right.
All right.
As you suggest.
Lloyd Floyd is 32. I looked it up already. You took it long.
32. The ripe age of 32. And now I can't see Bobby's camera.
Oh,
Oh, it's
he
'cause,
turned it off. He turned it off.
I turned it off real quick. I'm still
And
here.
it's not the only person in the room, y'all.
Yeah, you're not.
Go to the kitchen. Yes. By the way, y'all, Ant is dying from a gas leak as we speak.
Yeah. So
Way
if
to
you
put
don't
my information out there.
if you don't
Anyways.
hear him in the next week,
So
that's how
if
you
we-
know.
So be prepared
Next
for another
week.
episode of the Bobcast loses a member.
Losing the member. Oh my god.
Be
Oh
ready
my
for-
Yo,
God.
look at these two. Look at these two hooligans planning my death out for next week.
And we're
bruh.
not planning it
You
out.
planned your deaths for next year.
Yeah.
That's a whole other year, though. That's a whole other year, whole other calendar year. Anyways, but yeah, they also signed cornerback Mike Ford for 2 years, 4 million. Defensive lineman Morgan Fox for 2 years, 8.5 million.
Oh my.
And safety. This is recent though. This is recent. Safety Jordan Fuller, former Panther,
Yep.
and wide receiver Jamal Agnew
Also,
from the Jags.
Felipe Franks, former Panther.
That was today.
QB
That was today
turned
too?
tight end, actually.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
He re-signed with the
The more
Falcons.
you know.
That's what
today,
people think is
as
going to
of this
happen with
recording.
one of the prospects coming in the NFL this year, Jalen Milroe. They think he might be one of those QB turned tight ends.
Why?
Because that's what happens when you're
Does he have
an
the size
athletic
for a
QB,
tight end?
but you can't be a QB. They turn you to a
No,
tight end.
Jalen Milroe can be a QB.
He
I'm just
can.
letting you
It
guys
just-
know that right now.
That's what might happen to Anthony Richardson.
Oh my gosh, the guy who tapped out, bro. I'm glad we didn't sign him. It was rumored to sign him.
He
but I'm
should have
glad we
been a
didn't.
Ram.
No, no.
He should have been a Ram.
But yeah,
I can't hold you.
for the people that they retained were left tackle Jake Andrews, Jake Matthews. Oh my God,
I was like, Jake Andrews?
for 2 years,
My bad,
$45
yeah.
million extension. They're extending his contract.
2 year 45?
Cornerback, 45 mil extension.
Dang.
Yeah, damn, that's what I'm saying.
Dang.
No,
That's like
I should have said that.
20.
That's what stood out. 45 million extension? Yikes.
What? That's,
They really wanna.
What is that?
Yes.
20.
That's 22 and a half.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 22,
That's
23 and a half.
That's a hefty
Golly.
extension. Wow.
For who again?
That's
For Jake Matthews.
Jake Matthews.
Fair
left
enough.
tackle.
That's like their cornerstone lineman. So fair enough.
Yeah. They also re-signed cornerback Mike Hughes for 3 years, 18 million. And don't mind if I butcher this name, but Cardell Hooge.
Oh, Kadero Hodge.
Kadero Hodge.
Hodge for 2 years, 6 million. And then they also
Gotcha.
re-signed long snapper.
Oh,
I know y'all
remember.
might not care about the long snapper, but
We care.
Liam McCullough.
Kadero Hodge actually had some
Eklof.
big plays for the Falcons this year.
Yeah, he
I remember
actually did.
he had a
against-
touchdown in overtime as well against the Buccaneers on a Thursday
Remember-
night.
Remember the first play of the Panthers game?
Okay, let's not talk about Kadero Hodge.
I'm not gonna look back at my research history. Hold
He's
on.
also a good special teamer.
Sorry.
They also signed a really good special teamer in Jamal Agnew. I know
And
about Jamal. I
Felipe
know about
Franks.
Jamal Agnew. Yeah, Felipe Franks is okay.
Remember when he was
Instead of
dancing
those
when he got the
Yes,
penalty?
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that.
Actually, y'all, if you didn't know, Felipe Franks his original team was the Falcons,
Yeah.
and then he came
it
to the
was.
Panthers for a year, and then he's back on the Falcons. Jordan Fuller, I will not forgive him. Week 1, blown coverage, and you know they put that touchdown on J.C. Horn
Yeah, no.
because of Jordan Fuller,
Mm-hmm.
because he wanted to play the run. I'm never forgetting that. Hey, but good. I'm glad he's in the NFC South. So
That means we're gonna cook his ass.
yeah, that's what I'm glad for.
That's a fried chicken.
Yes, sir. Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, then they also re-signed defensive lineman Taquan Graham for 1 year.
Yep.
Offensive lineman Storm Norton. Yeah, Norton. Oh, I didn't see the R there. Offensive line Brandon Parker. Offensive line.
Wait.
Kyle
I didn't
Hinton.
see the R. How would it be Newton anyway?
Norton? What is it, Norton?
Newton?
It was Storm Norton,
Nope.
but how would it be Newton even if you didn't see
Newton.
the R?
Is it not Newton?
It's Storm Norton.
Chat, comment down below if it's Newton or Norton. I need y'all this. I need y'all on this, bro. Anyways,
It's Norton, bro.
they signed okay, I'll settle for that. They also signed offensive line Kyle Hinton, offensive line Elijah Wilkinson,
I
and
remember.
linebacker Josh Woods. Also, they hired a new defensive coordinator, Jeff Hubert.
Bridge.
Ubridge.
Bridge.
I wasn't trying to say you bitch, but
But
came
you
out.
still
Almost
said
came out.
it.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't trying to
You too,
say
I'm sorry.
this.
I wasn't trying to say it, but I'm gonna say it.
I wasn't sure. I'm gonna say it anyways.
All right. That was your first team. Good first team. Atlanta Falcons. All right, Bobby.
For my first team, I have the Chicago Bears. I should say that at the end.
Yeah.
But
starting your next one, say the rating at the end.
I will say my rating at the end.
Okay.
But the Bears had a really, really busy free agency period in the first week, even beforehand. Before the free agency had started, they traded for offensive lineman Jonah Jackson from the Los Angeles Rams. And then they go on to trade for offensive guard Joe Thuney from the Kansas City Chiefs, already building up their offensive line to help out Caleb Williams and the running backs. I don't know the running backs. So
DeAndre Swift. Reminds me of an offseason that a certain team had last year, is all I'm gonna say, y'all. Just we didn't trade.
But I'm not gonna mention the whole signings and the retainings, but the guys that I wanted to touch on, pause. Dayo Odeyingbo, formerly of the Indianapolis Colts, he received a 3-year, $48 million contract, former second round pick in 2021. And then for the next guy, I have former Atlanta Falcon defensive tackle Grady Jarrett. He also received a big time deal, 3 years, $43.5 million. And since Anthony wanted to mention a long snapper, I will go ahead and mention a long snapper as well. Scott Daly, 1 year.
I've heard of Scott Daly before. I don't know why, but I've heard the name Scott Daly. Yes.
That's crazy.
They also got some more weapons on the wide receiver end. Olamide Zaccheaus, 1 year, and Devin Duvernay. So
Olamide was pretty good with the Commanders last year.
Yeah, but overall, the Bears had I say they had a really good offseason, grabbing some veteran linemen to help out Caleb and I guess DeAndre Swift. And then obviously building up the other side of the trenches, the defensive line, and grabbing Odeyingbo or however you say it, and Grady Jarrett. I gave them an A+.
I really like that.
Just because of how active they were, and
along with hiring the best coach in the cycle,
Ben Johnson, the former offense coordinator of the Detroit Lions, led them all the way to the divisional round.
Yeah. And then that team just fell apart.
But it happens. I'll mention Detroit later. On to you, DJ.
All right. So I got the Las Vegas Raiders. They basically oh my goodness. They started off their offseason getting a new staff, hiring Pete Carroll, formerly of the Seattle Seahawks. I was wondering who they brought in as their OC. I knew they kept Patrick Graham, who they had under Antonio Pierce. They brought in Chip Kelly, who was with Ohio State. He was their OC and QB coach last year. I didn't know that.
He was still in like UCLA or Oregon.
Yeah, that's where I thought he was. But it was, yeah. They traded for Geno Smith. That was their big offseason move. They traded Geno Smith for a 3rd round pick this year, which was pick 92. Big signings as well. They re-signed, or they gave him an extension, Max Crosby, 3 years, $106.5 million. Adam Butler, who was pretty good, depth defensive tackle, started every once in a while for them, 3 years, $16.5. And Malcolm Kuntz, who would have been a nice free agent out there, towards ACL, so he didn't play, 1 year, $12 million. They signed a guard, Alex Kappa, 2 years, $16 million. They signed former Panther Jeremy Chin, safety, linebacker, hybrid, 2 years, 11. I think that's a pretty good contract.
That's a really good deal.
I like that contract. They signed Eric Stokes, a former 1st round pick of the Packers, 4 years for 1 year. And they signed Raheem Mostert, 1 year, $2.1 million, speedster. That's gonna be interesting.
I remember that guy.
He lost his job to Achan throughout the year. They also signed
Unfortunately,
a special teamer, Lonnie Johnson. Can also play formerly of the Panthers. Can also play some safety out there. And then I seen this interesting fact that Las Vegas as a team had a 32 pass coverage grade. That's the lowest that any team has had in the last 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know.
But I don't know how much Jeremy Chin helps that pass coverage grade. That is the one thing I can say. I ended up giving them a B plus because I really like that Geno trade. I like the contract that they got Jeremy Chin on, re-signing your top guy and Max Crosby, and I even like the value that they got Malcolm Koonce at. So I gave the Raiders a B plus.
Nice.
Kevin, you are next.
Kevin. My name is Kevin. I like to say that. Anyways.
My name is Victor.
Yeah.
Or should I say Damien?
Hey,
name change.
They don't know about that yet.
Censor it.
They don't know about that yet.
My name's
censor that.
My name's all right. Anyways,
my name's yeah.
Anyways,
my name is
for my next team.
I hate y'all.
My next team, I got Dolphins. Something that really popped out to me was a lot.
A lot.
How they signed James Daniels, offensive line. I feel like he'll be really nice to add to the offensive line. Really stack the L line.
That's a lot of
for Is Tua going to be starting next year?
Tua's definitely going to be starting.
For sure. Yeah, he should be starting without a doubt.
I feel like I would like that pick, I'm also a little biased towards offensive line, defensive line, so I do like it. They also signed they signed. Sorry, they signed. I'm right. Sorry. I'm a little
Who did they sign?
Little trippy, as DJ likes to call it. But yeah, they signed Zach Wilson as Tua's backup.
That's who they signed as a backup. Signed, I was thinking. Because they need to get someone reliable out there. Like, if the Rams didn't bring back Jimmy G, that's actually where I had Jimmy G going. Because I was like, with Tua's injury concerns, they got to have some reliable backup.
Reliable QB.
So I was thinking like a Carson Wentz. I didn't know Zach Wilson was a free agent. I said Carson Wentz or Jimmy G, but keep going. Who else did they sign?
They also signed they re-signed 2 linebackers, Quentin Bell and Terrell Dobson.
Oh, I didn't know they brought
Dobson
him back.
for 2 years.
Dang.
$8.25 million. And Quentin Bell for 1 year, $1.5 million.
Nice.
There's also retained offensive tackle Jackson Cameron. My bad. I put the font too small. Carman. And then offensive line, Liam.
Eichenberg.
You might have a problem with this one. Eichenberger. Eichenberg? Eichenberg.
Yes. You're close.
Eichenberg for 1 year.
Yes.
So right now,
Eisenberg?
Yeah.
From Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Didn't they sign a safety too?
Oh yeah, they did sign a safety. They signed 2 safeties.
What were their names?
Oh, DJ, I hate you. DJ, no, I hate you. I was on a 4-hour call. Okay, hear this story, y'all. I was on a 4-hour call with DJ earlier, and I was on this guy. And I struggled to say his name. So, if I butcher this, I'm sorry.
Bobby.
His name is Ifitu Milifonyu. He is a safety.
I don't think I've ever heard of him.
Ifatu Melifonwu?
I've never heard of him.
Ifatu Melifonwu? Is that his name?
Melifonwu. He was on the line.
Melifonwu. Yeah, no.
I remember.
I don't know his former team, but
that's one of Ray's favorite players.
So he probably knows.
That's one of Ray's favorite players, y'all.
Most likely a former Steeler.
Had to be.
But yeah. The other safety was Ashlyn Davis.
Ashton?
Yeah. My bad.
You're doing great, Ant. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
L came from. But yeah, no, it looks like they're starting to, stack up on both sides. I can't stay
Well,
serious with
yeah,
this guy.
yeah, they had to
But
sign
yeah,
a safety after losing Javon. Whoever has the Giants,
yeah,
we'll
but
talk
yeah,
about
they
that
are.
later.
Looks like they are like,
Is
building
that
up
me?
on both
Sunday.
sides.
It's
Signing
you,
offensive
DJ.
linemen,
It's
know,
you.
and linebackers. But yeah,
Great.
the grading I gave them was a C plus.
Yeah.
Well, for my next team, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna mention my grade, even though I just said, well, for my next team. Speaking of my next team, the Philadelphia Eagles. They had
Fly,
a
Eagles fly.
Oh, I was supposed to look up that thing when you
they had an
mentioned
okay
when you mentioned this
offseason.
guy. All right, I got it.
They had an okay offseason. Mostly an offseason just retaining Zach Bond foremost. He received a bag, 3 years, 51 mil. And then they extended Saquon as well on a 2-year, 41.2 million. They traded away Kenny Pickett for quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson from the Cleveland Browns, and they also traded one of their better cornerbacks, even though he gets cooked. They traded C.J. Gardner-Johnson to the Houston Texans for offensive guard Kenyon Green, which, to DJ's understanding, he is a terrible offensive
He
guard.
sucks, but they have one of the best O-line coaches who turned Mekhi Becton from a bust to getting paid. Whoever has the Chargers talk about that. Beacon, 600 pounds. Whoever has the Chargers talk about that later, but he turned him into getting a good contract. So I guess they're trying to see what they can get with Kenyon Green.
Yeah. For some of the guys they signed, I highlighted Adoree Jackson just because, I mean, former first round pick back in, I think I saw like 2017, 18th overall in the first round out of USC. He only got a 1 year. I didn't see any moolah involved, but yeah. A guy that I had researched for our free agency predictions a couple weeks back, Josh Uche, formerly of the
They did get him
Kansas City
too.
Chiefs
Wow.
and the New England Patriots. He got a 1 year, $1.75 million contract. They also signed running back AJ Dillon from the Green Bay Packers, formerly, on a 1 year deal. And then DJ's been wanting me to get to this guy, formerly of the New York Giants and former second round pick from the University of Georgia, Azeez Ojulari.
All right,
He
yeah.
received a 1 year, $4 million
Glasses.
contract.
All right, so I seen this earlier today. It's about Azeez Ojulari. His agent was talking to someone, but it says, I was talking to a coach about certain teams and organizations, the Eagles being one of them, Jeremiah said. I'm guessing that's his agent. And this was a great point that he brought up, talking about Azeez. If you're going to go, zoom out. If you're going to go on one of these 1 year prove it deals, he was like, do you want to go to a 1 o'clock Sunday team? I won't throw the team he mentioned under the bus, but he mentioned one of those NFC South teams.
It's us.
And he was like, you want to go there, play at 1 o'clock every Sunday? Or you can go to a team like the Eagles, be on national stage. You're in the 4 o'clock window. You're playing Sunday night, Monday night, big stages, big games. Everybody's watching. Everybody's paying attention. Your 7 sacks you get with the Philadelphia Eagles can end up being more valuable than the 7 sacks you get in the NFC South, is what he was mentioning. I don't know if a lot of people think that, but I'm telling you that that message is being sent to players to entice them on short-term deals.
Okay. Is that the end? Because I'd like to speak. I took off my glasses for a reason. That is some bullshit.
Yo, thank you. When I seen that earlier,
is gaslighting him.
Thank
His
you.
agent is bullshitting him. Because there's no way that you could get more value playing primetime games when everybody's watching, and you think that getting 7 sacks on the Philadelphia Eagles is going to be more valuable than getting sacks for any other team in the NFC South, North, East, West. I don't care what conference or division it is. There's no way you should think that way. I feel like Azeez should have signed with any other team other than Philadelphia. Because then if he doesn't produce how he was in New York, then he's going to be fucking out of the league.
And he's just going to be on another 1 year prove it deal.
Exactly. So if he doesn't get any of the production he gets, he's gonna get his ass lit on fire. I'm just saying.
People also aren't paying attention that the Panthers, even though the wins weren't showing it, the Panthers played 100 times better as a team once Bryce.
In all honesty,
came
we
back in the
played better
starting
than the
lineup.
Philadelphia Eagles.
We did. We were.
We're not gonna mention the catch.
What
Let me
catch?
put my glasses back on. The catch.
What catch?
The catch.
Nah, but Bryce Young in that last drive, y'all. That's my franchise quarterback. You see the jersey back there. But we'll talk about the Panthers later. We got our favorite teams last. Bobby, was that it, or besides the grade? What's your grade?
I gave them a C+.
Okay.
Kind of mid. Not too much, but they did some things.
All right, my next team I have is the Denver Broncos. They didn't have any staff changes
Broncos
this
country.
past year. That's right.
That's right.
All right. They did re-sign one of their big defensive tackles in DJ Jones to a 3-year, $39 million. They re-signed the backup quarterback Jarrett Stidham to a 2-year, $12 million. They re-signed Justin Strnad, special teamer, but also played on defense. I looked at it. He played 42% of like their coverage snaps, so like they'll bring him in on like 3rd and longs, and he'll be the linebacker that's in. He got a 1-year, $2.7 million, and they also re-signed their long snapper, since we'll talk about long snappers, Mitchell Fraboni, 1-year deal.
Fraboni.
So, and then for their signings, I like their offseason a lot. I just want to start off with that. They started off signing Evan Ingram to a 2-year, $23 million. They needed a tight end. We've been saying that in every mock draft, every video. We've been saying Broncos need a tight end. They finally got one.
I think they got their tight end.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to draft one now, in all honesty.
Maybe like 5th round, but not 1st round no more. They did sign Tyler Hufanga from the 49ers, 3 years, $45 million. It was reported that it was an original 1-year deal, but it moved up to a 3-year deal. Dre Greenlaw, 49ers, linebacker, tore his Achilles in the Super Bowl. They would have won if he didn't tear his Achilles. 3 years, $35 million. I didn't know he only played 34 snaps last year before he got shut down again.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he played like a handful. Like literally
They
a
must love
handful
them
of games.
49ers.
He only played 34 snaps. Offensive tackle Matthew Pert, 2-year, $7 million. And Trent Sherfield, who's probably going to be a special teamer, occasional come in at wide receiver, 2-year, $6 million. I give them an A. Would have been an A+, but I'd like the Hufanga signing, but I don't like it as much as other people think, because they need an actual free safety. They need someone that can cover.
A strong safety.
He's a strong safety, and their other guy, Brandon Jones, is also strong safety, where they play closer to the line. They're run stoppers. And both of them back there,
That's not gonna turn well.
They need someone that can actually cover back there at safety.
Cover. Yeah.
So it would have been A+. I like the Hufanga signing, but that's the only reason it brings it down a little bit. All right, Anthony.
So what was the
Gotcha.
what was the name of the guy's long snapper?
Mitchell Fraboni.
Jabroni, Pepperoni, Lakers and 5. Sorry.
That's how we started off the episode too. So
I love it. I love it.
My next team, Seahawks. Fucking Seahawks. If you see them, they're fucking cocks. Anyways, sorry for the profanity.
Wait.
And Oliver.
I had to take off my glasses.
What?
If you see them, they're doing what?
You heard what I said. Everybody heard what I said. I'm not gonna repeat it. This is a family friendly, channel, podcast, whatever you want to call it, Shabroni. All right, so Robin, back on.
Tripping.
Who's your next team?
Yeah, we
Anthony?
got the Seahawks. Respectfully, Seahawks. So yeah, DJ went and gave me my whole damn division.
I did not give him the Seahawks on purpose. I just want to say that. The wheel spin decided it, not me.
I guess it was distant for me to get my whole division then, I guess.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah. So yeah. Some retained people, very small list. Wide receiver Cody White. Defensive tackle Jared Reed for 3 years, $25 million. And linebacker, former Ram, Ernest Jones, the 5th. 3 years, $33 million. Let me see.
Is that the 5th?
Let me see. I cannot read room.
Yo.
Romanian numbers. But
Romanian.
if anybody wants to fact check me, it was an I and a V. So, you know,
The
you
V,
could.
if it was just a V, that's 5.
It'd be 5. So what is it, 4?
What?
Okay, I'm right. Anyways, something that I liked was signing Sam Darnold. I feel like with them losing Gino to the Raiders, I feel like them, trading away Gino and replacing him with Sam. Even though like people like are hating on him because oh, he just had one good year in the Vikings, like he wouldn't really do that much. But I feel like he has potential. Especially with like Cooper Cup. I didn't want to mention him, but they did sign Cooper Cup away from the Rams.
It's okay.
Returning home. But I also forgot, the other wide receiver weapon.
Sorry.
Who was that?
Sorry.
Marquez Valdez.
My bad. He's just on a bad team. I kind of forgot who he was. Anyways,
The diss is kind of crazy.
Yo, Oliver, if you're seeing this, bro, no disrespect. Anyways,
you should never name dropped him.
Oh, he got his wish.
That's the second time.
That is the second time.
He got his wish.
But yeah, no. And then they also signed offensive coordinator Hint Kubiak,
Kubiak,
who was hired from the New Orleans Saints.
He was with the Saints last year, yeah.
Where he served as their, original OC. Let's see.
They also signed
the grading I gave them.
They also signed a defensive end from the Cowboys.
They did? I must have missed that one. DeMarcus Lawrence, yeah, for 3 years, $42 million. I did get that one. Sorry, just didn't want to talk about the Seahawks for too much. But yeah, no, the grading I gave them was a B-.
Really?
Even though I hate him,
Yeah,
pretty solid.
Before Bobby goes, I like the Sam Darnold signing for them. It's just gonna be interesting, like how would he perform outside of Kevin O'Connell's scheme.
Plus,
obviously, I love the Cooper Cup signing for them.
Yeah,
it was just interesting because people seen Jackson Smith and Jigba as a slot wide receiver. Cooper Cup's known for the slot, so Jackson's gonna he can play on the outside, but he's known for the slot. So that's I like that combo.
That's gonna be interesting to see.
DeMarcus Lawrence, what he said about the Cowboys. I'm laughing at that. And then he had the audacity to post a "Thank you, Dallas" post, and all the fans in the comments were just bashing him because he said, like, all love to Dallas, it's my home, but I didn't see myself winning a Super Bowl here. Like, do you not want a player to be honest?
There's another guy that says something similar to that. We'll get to him later.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the Seahawks offseason as well.
Yeah.
Also, the Sam Darnold contract has an out after 1 year, like how it's structured.
Yeah.
So if he's terrible this year, he's done.
Really?
Yeah.
It just all depends. It just all depends on how he plays.
The contract got listed as a 3-year, $100.5 million, but it really
it's kind of like
it's a 1 year deal, really.
Like an opt.
Yeah, the team can opt in or opt out of it.
Oh my God, that is insanity.
I think they need to start doing more of those.
In my opinion,
it is a prove it deal.
It's basically
if he's bad, cut. All right, go ahead, Bobby.
I didn't even know it was an option.
What is
this NBA? Jeez. All right, my next team.
Just do good. All right, my bad, Bobby.
For my next team,
shit, bro.
I mentioned them earlier. I'm mentioning them now. The NFC failures. The Detroit Lions. Although their season ended very terribly, they did decent in the offseason. They retained a lot of guys like linebacker Derek Barnes. He re-signed on a 3-year, $25.5 million contract, along with Levi Onwuzurike. I sound like Anthony. I think it's Onwuzurike, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And would have been close, though, if you think about it.
He would have.
The stray was crazy.
You had to catch one, too. He signed on a 1-year, $5.5 million. And we got edge Marcus Davenport. Was he on the
Always
Saints?
injured.
Was he on the Saints?
He was on the Saints, then he went to the Vikings, and every year he just had a season-ending injury. Last year he had a season-ending, I think, elbow injury.
Well, with the way
That
this
guy's
contract
luck,
is
bro.
looking, he deserves it. A 1 year, $4.75 million contract. They retained some other guys like wide receiver Tim Patrick, who signed a 1 year, $4 million contract. But their biggest signing was cornerback DJ Reed, formerly of the New York Jets, the Seattle Seahawks, and the San Francisco 49ers. Former fifth round pick in 2018. He signed a 3 year, $48 million contract. We got a couple other signings like Roy Lopez, nose tackle, formerly of the Cardinals and the Texans. He signed a 1 year, $4.65 million contract. And yeah, a couple other guys like Grant Stewart and Kenny Yeboah on a 1 year. So overall, I think I just kind of gave him a B minus because DJ Reed was like one of the highly touted corners in this free agency class, so he was bound to get paid. So
that's my
I gave
favorite
them
signing.
a B minus. Yeah,
that DJ Reed. I replied to a comment that someone said that's my favorite signing. Like the value they got him at. You know, corner was one of their needs, and it was it's because of the value they got him at. That's why I liked it so much. They also, Bobby didn't mention it, but I have them up here. They lost their OC and DC this most previous for this next season. So they got John Morton. I think he was with the Broncos previously, and then they promoted the linebackers coach Kelvin Shepard to defensive coordinator. So they went in house for that, but they went a little out of house for their OC.
Gotcha.
And now for my next team, I have the Indianapolis Colts.
Had to take off the glasses.
Yeah. So I'll just start off with their coaching change. They have Lou Anarumo. Defensive coordinator was with the Bengals from 2019 to 2024. Just got fired last year because apparently it's his fault that they want to pay all their offensive players but not a single defensive player. That's his fault, so he gets fired. He was the scapegoat. They're going to...
Sounds like it.
Like I've been saying, because I think I have the Bengals. I'll get to that later. They're going to score 40 but allow 70 every game, so congrats. But the Colts, they kept one of their special teamers and deep threats, Ashton Doolin, on a 2-year, $8.5 million. They had a rework deal with their offensive tackle, Braden Smith, so they didn't have to cut him or get rid of him. They did lose some offensive linemen, so I'm thinking in the draft they're going to look at O-linemen because they lost their center, who they cut, Ryan Kelly, and then they lost Will Fries to the Vikings, which we'll hear about later. But they signed Cam Bynum, 4 years, $60 million. They signed Travarius Ward, 3 years, $60 million. They signed Daniel Jones to a 1 year, $14 million. Khalil Herbert, backup running back, to a 1-year deal. And Neville Gallimore to a 1 year, $2.5 million.
From the Rams.
I seen something interesting about Travarius Ward where it was his daughter, I think, that passed away. He just said, like, no matter how much money San Francisco gave him, he had to leave San Francisco because he just had that memory of his daughter passing away out there. So,
yeah.
But I also liked the fit with the Colts. I wrote it down on my list, and I'm glad he went there, and now he's pairing with Cam Bynum. But, you know, respect to him. He straight up said, no matter how much money, I had to leave San Francisco just because of the bad memories that he just had there. They did make Daniel Jones one of the highest paid the highest paid backup quarterback in the league. Because it's 1 year, $14 million. I would have given them a B plus, but because of that Daniel Jones deal, brings it down to a B. But besides that, the Colts are actually spending money. That's been a trend that they don't spend money, and so them finally spending money on the defense, especially with like those two big signings, 3-2 with Neville Gallimore, Travarius Ward, and Cam Bynum. And you look like you got a face when I said Neville Gallimore. Why?
Yeah, because former defensive tackle of the Rams. So of course I got to get a little butt hurt, you know. Anyways,
I see your face when I said Neville Gallimore. He was like,
"Yes, bro." Why'd you gonna mention that name?
Your camera's frozen.
Cameras, no, my camera's off, bro.
No way.
Cut the cameras. Cut
Oh
the cameras.
no! Oh no! Oh no!
Jaylen Brown.
Look at my hair, bro. Look at this. Ew.
Jaylen
Bro, as
Brown.
my stuff is actually like.
Oh
I just
my
moved up.
Yeah, you moved up. Then there
I
you
just
go.
moved down.
There you go. We good. All right.
All right, so we good. All
who's
right,
your
so
next
my bad
team?
for a little technical difficulty, but our next team we got here is got the Jags. Gotta
The
love the Jags.
The
The
Jaguars?
Jaguars, yeah. Yeah.
Didn't
Okay.
they get a
Anyways.
new staff too?
They did get a new
They
staff.
very
Let me
much
announce
did.
that first. So they signed a new head coach, Liam Cohn. He signed
Close.
on January 24th, 2025, this year. Previously on the Bucks. They also signed
You know what
offensive
team he was
coordinator
also
Grant-
on before you get to that? Ant?
Who?
The Rams.
Duval.
more you know.
Duval.
The more you know.
Oh my goodness.
the more you know, the more you know.
All right. Who's
But yeah, they also signed Onsen.
on
Oh
to?
my god, what am I saying? Offensive. Good morning? Okay, anyways.
Good morning.
Offensive coordinator Grant Udinsky
Oh.
signed on February 5th. Okay, round of applause. Hey. Anyways, he signed on. Leave me alone. Okay, but yeah, he signed on February 5th of
Put
this
your
year.
shoulders up, Ant.
Formerly,
Put your shoulders up, cause Mark.
oh, you want to be a cameo on this or? Anyways, yeah, he was a former Vikings OC and QB coach. They also signed defensive coordinator Anthony
It's literally
Campoline.
Campanelli? No.
Campanelli, yeah,
Hold on,
Campanile?
Now I gotta look it up.
Chad, there's no
Jaguars.
way all three of us are fake.
I didn't. Okay. I didn't write
Campanile.
any of the
Beats
new
me.
Campanati.
Beats me.
Campanile.
Campanile, yeah, Campanile. He signed on January 30th this year. He was a
Really?
former linebackers coach and run game coach.
What I do
now
want
let's
to say,
talk about this side.
Grant Udinsky was on the not the Hornets.
Hornets?
Was on the Panthers
Hornets.
with Matt Rule. And he was just like a quality control coach. And now he's one of the most talented young, because he's only 29, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's one of.
So we had this dude at like 25.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
yeah, he's
Crazy.
29.
Wow.
Mhm.
And he's a defensive coordinator. He's got to be like
offense
the
coordinator.
youngest offensive coordinator ever.
Well, the Bears also have a pretty young offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. He's also 29.
Yeah.
How many months? How many months apart are they?
They don't even say his birthday.
How many months apart? Yeesh. That's
Somebody's got to be
crazy.
the
They don't
youngest
care about
OC.
Declan Doyle. All it says is when he was born, the year. No date.
no month,
Like-
no days. That's crazy. But yeah. For the Jags, we got they didn't trade nobody. They didn't retain anybody. They just signed a hell of people.
They didn't retain
Um,
anybody.
They released a
retain
lot of
anybody.
They
people.
said forget all y'all.
Yeah, they released a lot of people, but they signed maybe roughly 12 people. They signed 2 tight ends, a quarterback, an offensive lineman, a center, and 1 safety and a cornerback. But yeah, the biggest deal that I think I like was
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just he said the biggest deal.
the largest deal. Anyway, okay. Anyways, yeah, the biggest deal I like was the deal that didn't make any sense to me was they signed Hunter Long. He was a backup tight end for the Rams, but they signed him to a 0-year contract.
Stop, bro.
If any of you,
It was not a 0-year
if anybody in the
contract.
office, No, listen. If anybody in the audience, knows what that is, bro, please let me know.
Guys, it's
Please text
not
my
real,
Instagram because
Anthony. Yes,
it's
text
real.
him on Instagram, y'all.
Yes, text me a little tank dot 20
Please text him.
on Instagram, bro. I want to know.
I thought it was
I want to
little
know what's
dot
the
tank
word.
20.
He doesn't know his own
Whatever it is,
Instagram.
just go on the Bobcast, follow the Bobcast, and then follow me. I'm single,
They just popped up.
ready to mingle. Anyways,
No way you just said
but
that.
yes,
I'm single, ready to
yes.
mingle. Whatever.
But yeah,
Single. Lakers in 5.
okay. But yeah, that was the biggest one that I didn't like. Was kind of weird to me. Was a
Was
0
0
year contract.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The one that I liked was signing Patrick Akari for 3 years, 37.5 million, offensive lineman.
I predicted that too.
Nice.
That was me down to the bone marrow. The grading for that was a B-.
They also signed playoff riser Diami Brown.
De'Ami Brown. Gotta love it. I like that signing. I actually did like when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay,
I was
Jax,
like I seen the notification that showed him, and I was like, okay, where'd he go? I was thinking, it could be Panthers, and then I seen Jaguars, and I was surprised at first, and then I thought about it, and I was like, I really like that signing for them because who do they have outside of Brian Thomas Jr.? No one.
Nobody.
Gabe Davis.
They cut Christian Kirk.
Or they traded him. Actually, and
they traded him.
Yeah, I got the team that has him, so still in my vicinity. I can't frozen. I've been throwing up hand signals to no one.
Can we see them when you fix your camera? Can you redo the hand signals for us?
I said in my vicinity, bro, and then it just froze. So,
all right, Bobby, what's your next team?
Well, speaking of the Panthers, I was gonna say the Panthers.
Oh
I meant the Buccaneers.
How does that relate?
The Bucks.
OC.
Their
former OC.
Oh,
they did. Hey, that's 2 years in 3 years. That's a couple years in a row that Baker Mayfield got an OC signed.
And left. For that team job.
That team right there.
Duval, but we in Tampa Bay. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They did okay too. I just kind of up their score because I was like, them keeping Rod Godwin, on a 3-year, $66 million contract was very, very important to them. So I kind of lifted that grade up. They did a mixture of retaining and signing. They kept offensive guard Ben Bredesen on a 3-year, $22 million contract, and they also kept linebacker Levante David on a 1-year, $10 million contract. They also gave backup quarterback Kyle Trask a 1-year, $2.787 million contract. I don't know why they had to give me that specific of dollars, but CBS, do you think? They also kept wide receiver Sterling Shepard on a 1-year, $2.25 million contract as well. Their biggest signing was edge rusher Hassan Reddick, formerly of the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals? Am I from Cardinals? The Arizona Cardinals, the Carolina Panthers, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the New York Jets. He signed on a 1-year, $14 million contract.
That was the first signing of free agency, right?
Well, I think so. Was it?
That was the very first signing.
I think so.
He's tough.
They also signed another edge, Anthony Nelson. I didn't write anything about him.
He picked up that fumble, or he forced that fumble. Chuba?
Against us. Oh.
That's how I remember him.
You're breaking my heart, DJ.
No wonder you didn't write anything down.
You're breaking my heart. He's on a 2-year, $10 million. He's on a 2-year, $10 million.
Oh, keep going.
He signed a 2-year, $10 million contract, and then I'm gonna mention a punter. And if you guys have punters that your next teams have signed, you can mention your punter. Riley Dixon, 2-year, $6 million. I gave him B-.
They also
Riley Dixon,
as Ant said, they lost Liam Cohen. They went in-house signing.
Liam Cohen.
Sorry, I said Liam. They just
Nah, you said
actually couldn't.
Liam.
Liam Cowan. You said
Liam
Cowan.
Cohen, the Arizona Cardinals.
But they went out and they
I
signed
just-
Josh Gazard, in-house
Zard.
candidate, and they still got that one
That's
coach
bizarre.
that we always look at, Bobby. This guy, the old one.
Oh, the old dude.
Why
Yo,
is he
that dude's
still in
old, bro.
Why is he
He's
still in
like
the league, yo?
87,
old
isn't
guy.
he?
That old guy. If you're watching this, bro,
What is a
Hey.
0-year
get
contract?
out.
What is
Yo,
a
what is a
zero
0
year
contract? What is? I
contract?
want to be added if it's a 0 year.
That's basically like the
Zero-year.
equivalent of like a 1-day contract if you think about it.
0-year.
What are you guys
That's what
saying?
Ant said. He was like, I want to be on a 0-year. That's what he said.
I sound like a scratching. Like,
All right,
scratching
here we
like-
go. My
I
next
said Arizona
team
Cardinals.
is the New York Giants.
The
Who?
New York Football Giants.
Employ one of Bobby's favorite coaches, Mike Kafka.
Mike Kafka.
Y'all know the ball demon.
a ball demon.
Y'all know him and y'all love him. And you want to see him? You've seen him before in like everything.
Just,
he
Yes,
did.
I've
just
seen
put
him
him, just
This
put
guy
him
right
over
here.
me, please. No, just put him over me.
All right,
Just put him over my face.
I'll put my Kafka.
That guy
over
looks like
you.
he would like rock my skull.
But
He
yeah,
looks like a Mike Kafka.
I'm just gonna start off with this. The most surprising signing me for them was bringing back Darius Slayton. He's been on the
That was
trade
kinda-
block for the past 2 years. At
She can say
midseason,
he was slaying.
doesn't get traded. And they re-signed him for 3 years, $36 million. They re-signed their punter, 3 years, $9 million. They re-signed the backup quarterback, Tommy DeVito,
The
1
Giants need
year,
a punter.
1.1 million, and they re-signed former Panther actually 2 former Panthers, one of them being Chris Manhertz
Chris Manhertz.
and Emir Smith Marset,
His man
the punt
hurts.
returner. He had I think he had a kick return touchdown this year for the Giants, and he was talking so much in that Germany game. I remember. All right, and they signed. I liked a couple of their signings, like Paulson Adebo. That was a good signing. Signing him from the Saints, 3 years, $54 million. Javon Holland, 3 years, $45 million. Chauncey Golston from the Cowboys got a 3 year, $19.5 million. That he's an edge rusher. James Hudson, I'm pretty sure he's from the Browns, 2 years, $12 million. Roy Robertson Harris from either Seattle or Jacksonville, 2 year, $9 million. And Demetrius Flanagan Fowles.
My God, Demetrius Flanagan Fowles. I love his name.
Special teamer. They signed him. But they had a pretty decent offseason. Who knows what they're gonna do in the draft? It should be quarterback. It still could be Travis Hunter for all we know. But they didn't like show like enough to where it seems like they're confident in a quarterback because they got no protection
Not
besides
enough.
James Hudson.
Nobody.
So I gave them a B. No, just a B. Anthony,
It's a solid B.
is your next
Let's see. We got the Browns.
the
The
Browns.
big Browns. Charlie Brown.
What about the Browns?
I'm down.
Lakers in 5.
Downtown.
Downtown. Lakers and 5. Anyways.
Anywho,
So, yeah. They got Kenny Pickett from the Eagles. They traded for Kenny Pickett from the Eagles.
As y'all heard from Bobby. Earlier.
Yeah, as y'all heard from Bobby, they traded that one guy.
Dorian Thompson
Kenny
Robinson.
Pickett's-
Or no, that was
D-
reversed.
So Dorian.
They
DT
traded
no,
DTR for
DTR. Okay.
So it's whatever. Yeah, y'all see it. Y'all see the vision. But yeah, the only person that they retained was Miles
Pertain.
Garrett.
Pertained? What?
Retained.
Okay,
Retained.
we get it.
Retained.
Retained.
Anyways.
Retained. Detained.
Retained.
Because of
Like,
Oh my gosh. Anyways, they only retained Edge Miles Garrett for 4 years, 160 million. That's the
I'm
biggest
sorry.
contract
It's
for
late.
an Edge.
Anything is funny at this point.
Edge.
Really?
Did they sign anyone, Anthony?
Edge.
They signed here. Let me see. The one guy I put down like information about was linebacker Devin Bush for 1 year, $3 million and a quarter. $3 million and a quarter. If y'all didn't know what a quarter is, it's 25. So 3.25. Anyways,
oh my. I would have hoped that people watching this know what a quarter is.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
He scored a high PFF. He scored a high PFF grade, being placed 9th amongst linebackers with the 86. I can't read 86.4 run defense grade. So that's what I liked. But yeah, they
also just signed someone today or yesterday. Now
they did. I'm not too sure.
Tevin Jenkins from the Bears.
Ew, that guy sounds old. Jenkins? No disrespect to Jenkins.
He is, isn't he? He's like 32.
No, he's not. He's like 26.
32. He's 30.
Okay, but anyways, yeah. It signed offensive tackle Cornelius Lucas.
The third.
Never met a dude named Cornelius.
The
third. Anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, and if y'all didn't know, they promoted. You have now been promoted from OC. They promoted the new OC, tight end coach, Tommy Rees. You heard it, Tommy Rees.
That's right.
Never forget it. You heard it. That's right. You know why? Because I said it. Anyways, the grading. I put it at
grading?
The great rating.
Yes.
Rating.
Yes.
Is a solid B.
Just a solid B.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bobbert.
Solid B.
Victor
Monroe.
Victor Monroe.
Victor?
Victor
Monroe.
Who said Victor?
I did.
McDonald's. McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I can't.
All right,
Victor.
Well, this is for my second. I'm gonna just say the grade now. My second A+ team, the New England Patriots. They didn't do a whole lot of retaining, but they did sign a lot of people. The one person that they retained was tight end Austin Hooper on a 1 year, $5 million. But we don't care about that. We care about the main signings and the biggest signing up to this point. Well, if you don't count any the Reed signings from like the Bengals and stuff like that. But defensive tackle, formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles, Milton Williams.
Okay, that was enough.
I'm trying to be like one of those like
I was watching him the whole time.
And I was looking at you.
I was watching him the whole time, and I was like,
I'm trying to sign language. I'm trying to learn sign language, right? Come on, Eagles.
I was looking at DJ so I could look at him.
I was waiting for Anthony, and I knew he was gonna do something for Eagles. That's when it just. That's when.
Well, what did he do? This?
He did this. That's all he did.
All right, lock in.
Because I was watching him the whole time. Like when you said, "But we don't care about that," he was doing this. I was just watching him.
What did he do? Wait, what did he say?
He was like, "No," and then you said, "We care about what's happening right now," and he did this. I was just watching him, and as soon as you said Eagles, I knew he's gonna do something about a bird. And this.
So dumb.
That's not even.
I'm crying.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, defensive tackle formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles, fly, and he previously won the last Super Bowl 59. Milton Williams, he signed a very, very big contract. 4 years, $104 million, big bucks. And then we.
What is that? 104
million big bucks.
Oh, the 4's after the 0. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't know my decimal place.
Next, we got cornerback, formerly of the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I almost called him Milton for some odd reason. Carlton Davis.
Bit of an overpay. I don't
bit overpaid.
No.
3 years, $60 million. That sounds like
he
overpay.
got more than DJ Reed.
He did,
and they were teammates.
They were.
Wait.
One-time Super Bowl
No, they
champion
weren't.
with the Tampa Bay. What?
What am I talking about? They weren't
what?
teammates. DJ Reed's on the
agree with
Lions
you.
now.
DJ Reed is going
He's
to Detroit.
on the Lions now. Yeah.
Carlton Davis is leaving Detroit.
Yeah, that's I.
There we go. Anyways, former Super Bowl champion, former second-round pick in 2018. As I said, he played for the Bucs and the Lions. The next signing, he was supposed to get traded or released. No, he did get released, but I think he was supposed to be traded too. Edge rusher Harold Landry III.
Yes, he was cut. Yes, he's the third.
He was cut, formerly of the Tennessee Titans.
He was the most obvious Patriot. I just want to go ahead and say that. You knew he would go back to play under Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Mike Vrabel. That is so hard to say. I can't even blame myself because that's hard for me to say.
It is.
Vrabel. Okay, I got it. Mike Vrabel went to the Patriots, head coach, after they fired Gerard Mayo. But yeah, one-time Pro Bowler. He signed a 3-year, $43.5 million.
Mayo.
Next,
those who know.
Next linebacker, formerly of the Titans, Steelers, and Raiders, Robert Spillane. He signed a 3-year, $37 million contract. What number is he wearing again? He's
11.
wearing like 15?
14 for a linebacker,
14.
y'all.
14 for a linebacker.
That's
just gross.
You might as well just change it to 41.
Yeah, he went undrafted in 2018, so him getting this contract, pretty good.
All right. What's your?
No. I still got one more. I still got one more guy.
Okay.
Still got. There's a lot of people that the Patriots signed. They had a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, they had a lot of money.
And this is another. This is a veteran offensive tackle, Morgan Moses, drafted back in the big 2014.
Damn.
That was 11 years ago.
Like...
Formerly of the Washington Redskins football team Commanders. The Jets, he played for them twice separately, and the Ravens. He signed a 3-year, $24 million big buck contract. Some of the smaller signings, wide receiver Matt Collins, he signed a 2-year, $8.4 million. Backup quarterback Josh Dobbs on a 2-year, $8 million contract. Clavon Chason, formerly of the Raiders and the Panthers. I think he was on another
and the
team
Jaguars, first round pick.
And the Jaguars, yep, former, very high draft pick.
His workouts.
He signed a 1-year, $5 million contract. Safety Marcus Epps on a 1-year, $4.4 million contract. I feel like this guy played for the Rams.
Who?
Iris Tonga.
Cardinals and Browns probably. I think
Cardinals. I don't know why I thought he was a Ram, but
I think it's Chris. Yeah, it's Chris.
But...
Chris.
It's a weird name to say, Chris. I think that's what I heard.
Okay, I see it. Chris Tonga, 1 year, 2.7, and then they signed some other guys. They signed a center. Garrett Bradbury.
They just signed him the other day.
Yeah. 2 years, $12 million contract. So
that Garrett Bradbury contract? It's interesting because he cannot pass protect anybody
for nothing.
He can run,
not even like a stick.
Yes, not even a stick. But yeah, as Bobby said, that was his first A+ team.
That was my second.
That's his second.
Oh my God.
I have my first A+ team right here.
Why are you
the Buffalo Bills?
Why am I barking?
And you barked again.
I just had to continue it.
And what's the emotion for Buffalo Bills?
Buffalo Bills? No, fucking horn. Bills.
Just go find the name Bill and
Buffalo.
All right. So the reason why they get an A+ is because they just basically re-signed all their guys, while also, yeah, and move the camera a little bit.
Not let go that way.
All right. They re-signed Josh Allen. They gave him an extension, 6 years, $330 million. They gave Greg Rousseau 4 years, $80 million. They gave Khalil Shakir 4 years, $60 million. Terrell Bernard 4 years, $50 million. Ty Johnson 2 years, $5 million, and DeMar Hamlin 1 year, $2 million.
Come on, bro. After all that DeMar Hamlin has gone through, you give him a 1 year, $2 million. Come on, bro.
After all
At
that,
least after all that, you should have gave him a 2 year, $10 million. Okay,
and then
Chick-fil-A sauce.
$5 million a year. I would have.
And then they went in and signed a good amount of guys. They signed Josh Palmer from the Chargers, 3 years, 36. Michael Hoyt, formerly of the Rams, 4 years, 24. Joey Bosa got 1 year, $12 million. Larry Ogunjobi got 1 year, $8.3 million. Laviska Shenault.
Shenault.
I actually didn't say his contract, but they also brought back Darrington Evans. Derek Forrest, who was like very good with Washington, and then his role just started declining. He reminds me of like a Jeremy Chin style, where you can play him. He's a strong safety. He's not no free safety. They got offensive guard Kendrick Green, and they brought back one of their old guys, Dane Jackson.
Yeah, they did. Formerly of the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills.
But he was terrible for the Panthers. So the Bills have 2 guys suspended for 6 games. Start the next year. Michael Hoyt and Larry Ogunjobi are suspended 6 games for PED.
You just had to bring up the suspensions, huh?
Well,
who are you, Malika Andrews?
Well, I'm only bringing it up because of what I heard. What the Bills GM said. Brandon Beane said they knew about Hoyt's suspension before they signed him. They didn't know about Ogunjobi's. Their GM already came out and said we wouldn't have signed Ogunjobi if we knew about his suspension.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
well.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's kind of an awkward situation.
How would Ogunjobi feel like man? They literally said
they don't want me.
Information.
Like I said, they're my A+. No. They're one of my A+ teams because that's one of 3 actually. Because of they just did the right thing and re-signed their key players.
That's a good reason to give a team an A+.
All right, Ant.
All right. Back to me. So yeah,
this is gonna be a 4-hour vid again.
Nah,
my next team. What 5? For everyone?
Yeah, and then we got our favorite teams at the end. Forgot about that.
All right, so yeah, my next team. Try to be serious this time. I got the Saints. They traded for defensive tackle Devon.
Gotcha.
Are you laughing?
Me?
Okay, sorry. From the I was talking to my brother.
I thought he was pressing me. I was like, damn. Are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Okay, from the Patriots.
Said he wanted to be serious. Okay.
From the Patriots. They've also retained the edge Chase Young for 3 years, $51 million. They also retained. Okay, sorry for those jokes. Anyways, they retained tight end Jawan Johnson, 3 years, $3.75 million. Retained cornerback Isaac Yadam for 3 years, $9 million. And DT Nathan Shepard. Not too much on the retained side. I don't really like that side, but signed. They did sign a new head coach. And wow, OC and DC. So DC was Brandon Staley, former DC for the Rams. 1 year, won the Super Bowl, and then went to the Chargers, became head coach, and apparently went down in DJ's opinion. But
why is everything in DJ's opinion?
Because you be giving me opinions, you know. So here's this little lore about the OC and the OC and the head coach. They basically follow each other around. So yeah, let me answer that question real quick. Head coach is Helen Moore, and OC is Douglas Nussmeier. Nussmeier?
Nussmeier?
Yes, it's Nussmeier.
Nussmeier. Really? Okay.
Isn't that
Really?
Grant?
But yeah, they followed each other from the Eagles, Cowboys, and Chargers. So
Gee,
yeah, now
Wow.
they're
they got to be like the bestest of
full
friends
circle.
then.
Yeah, not like me and Bobby though, because I'd go one team. Bobby would be like, yeah.
That's Grant's dad, Bobby.
Grant
Grant
Who?
Nussmeyer?
Stewart?
No,
Oh,
that's his
Grant.
dad.
Grant Nussmeyer.
Yeah.
We knew a Grant Nussmeyer?
No, LSU's quarterback
Uh,
coming in the draft this year, I think. Is he? Is he a senior? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Also, the biggest signing that they had was safety Justin Reed for 3 years, 37.5 million. But
I
the
forgot
funniest
he was
signing,
the funniest.
the funniest signing was offensive lineman Will Clapp.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I rate that. A C.
A
A C.
C.
Not a
C
gang
for
sign.
clap.
A C. A C for all right. Not a C for other terms. I'm not a
Oh,
gangbanger. Don't shoot me, please.
All right,
Please.
Bobby, what's your next team? So we can see
my
Ant's
next
next
team
animation.
is from the AFC
Oh,
North.
on the camera.
Probably.
The Baltimore Ravens. The biggest retainment that they had was Ronnie Stanley, left tackle. He signed a 3-year, $60 million contract. I didn't write anything about him because I know him pretty well. Me
You
and him
know
used to
him?
be best friends. I
I'm
know him.
like,
Me and him were the bestest of friends. They also retained a fullback Patrick Ricard on a 1-year
Why are
deal,
you still in the frame?
he's not.
Oh, sorry.
and they also kept
Glitching.
offensive lineman Ben Cleveland on a 1-year deal. The biggest signing they had was backup quarterback Cooper Rush, formerly of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cooper.
He them boys on a
Cooper.
2-year.
Coop Rush. Cooper Rush. Yeah.
He signed on a 2-year, $12.2 million contract,
Give him a chance
and
for
then
this next guy as well, Ant.
and then they signed journeyman wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins.
Journeyman. D-hop. D-hop, D-hop, D-hop. Hoppity boppity dub. Lakers in 5. Anyways,
I don't know why I had to write his age. 32.
his age.
Bro's
Why'd you write down
32.
his age?
I don't
Because
know.
you
I
wrote his
just
size.
because he's old and he's
I
been
would've-
in the league for so long.
But he's only 32. Wow.
He's only 30. Hey,
should've
Morgan
just-
Moses is like 35, and I didn't even write his age.
Yeesh.
5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first team
5'10".
All-Pro. He had a lot of stats, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh,
I feel you.
I mean, he's
a
32,
journeyman now.
so-
He's ring chasing. He's not back chasing. He's ring chasing.
He's ring chasing.
So,
And that's
yeah,
not your ring
formerly
Oh,
of
finger.
put my
the
long finger.
the
That's
Texans,
still not your ring
Cardinals,
finger.
the Texans, Cardinals, Titans, and Kansas City Chiefs. He would have won a ring, but he didn't.
Oh, your hand looks so different.
But yeah, that's all they
Let's
did.
give you
I
the
gave him
sausage figures.
low key only gave him a C because they kept Ronnie.
You didn't want them to?
You don't
All
like
right.
it? No like?
My next team is the Dallas Cowboys.
Eat them boys.
Out of there, partner.
So
Be the boys.
I'll start off with their coaching staff changes. They hired Brian Schottenheimer. He was their own offensive coordinator last year.
Wow.
They brought in Clayton Adams as their offensive coordinator. Interesting enough, he was the Cardinals' offensive line coach last year. So to me, that kind of shows that they want to run the ball a lot. And then they have Matt Eberflus, the former Bears head coach and Colts defensive coordinator, as their defensive coordinator.
Oh, he's over there now.
He's
I
their
never
defensive
liked him.
coordinator.
Ebook loose.
All right, so now we got their trades. They had 2 trades, former first-round picks. First one is Kyer Elam from the Bills. The trade was Kyer Elam in a 2025 sixth for, this goes to the Bills, a 2025 fifth and a 2026 seventh. Kyer Elam, round 1, pick 23 in 2023.
Considered a bust.
He only had 12 starts over 3 seasons with the Bills.
Damn.
Yeah. And then they got linebacker Kenneth Murray, former first-round pick of the Chargers, went to the Titans this past season. The trade was Kenneth Murray and a 2025 7th for a 2025 6th. So those were their trades. They brought back one of their big guys, one of the best interior pass rushers in the league, Osayi Odigizua, 4 years, $80 million. They brought back their All-Pro, Pro Bowl, the best kick returner in the league right now, Kevontae Turpin, speedster, 3 years, $18 million. He is the highest paid special teamer in NFL history. And they brought back one of their safeties, Marquise Bell, on a 3-year, $12 million. They signed an interesting amount of people, a couple of former first-round picks, just an interesting group of people. Defensive tackle Solomon Thomas, formerly of the Jets and 49ers. Rob Jones, formerly of the Dolphins. He got a 1-year, $3.75. He's a guard. He should be depth, but he could start for them because, they lost Zach Martin. They signed Javonte Williams to replace Rico Dowdle, 1 year, $3 million. They signed Peyton Turner, 1 year, $3 million. He's been classified as a bust too, being drafted in 2021, round 1, pick 28. They brought in, my favorite signing for them is Jack Sanborn, a good run-stopping linebacker from, I think he's from the Bears. 1-year deal. They brought in Miles Sanders.
My favorite signing that they made.
Yep, they got Booby. It was they were projected to trade for him at the trade deadline last year, but they got him. They got
we'll get to that later.
They got Dante Fowler. The first time they signed someone for over $6 million.
They did.
That was a funny thing.
They did.
They signed him 1 year, $8 million, and they got Paris Campbell, speedy wide receiver. I've always traded for him in Madden and just put him. I
always like
routes.
Paris,
and I put him on go routes every time.
Every time.
I didn't like Cowboys offseason at all, though.
Damn.
I gave them a C.
Huh? So you gave them a D plus at that point.
I was thinking of the D plus, but I like some of the signings. Like, I'd like their OC hire because people they're iffy about it because they're like, why would you hire an offensive line coach? Ant is back, but yes, as I said, I gave them a C. Ant,
is that Ant flipping the pages?
No, that's me. I did a team per page just to make it easier.
Fair enough.
So y'all, for my
all right, so
our
boom.
next theme.
All right, so boom.
All right, so boom, bop, bing, bam. Because in 5. Anyways, we got they traded. They traded.
Who
was the Texans?
Who is they?
I'm like
the Texans. It's the Texans.
They traded.
My bad. Didn't mean to edge
I'm
y'all.
like,
Didn't mean to edge y'all. Anyways.
Who?
Anyways, they traded wide receiver Christian Kirk from the Jags. They traded.
I don't
know who for safety CJ Gardner-Johnson.
The trade that Bobby was talking about earlier.
Oh wait, he's a. Yeah, he is. I thought it was corner.
Yeah.
He's a safety. He's like a nickel.
And I thought.
My bad.
So technically a corner.
He's
playing nickel.
But yeah, no. So at first, whenever I was doing this, I was like, "What the hell does OG mean?" OG mean like original gangster, like some old dude. But no, it's offensive guard Ed Ingram from the Vikings. And then they retained a whole lot of people. 1 CB, 1 DL. DL that I wrote some facts down. His name is Mario Edwards. He's been in the league since 2015. Pretty old. Well, I don't really know if he's a junior. More of like a senior. Sorry. Even at his 31. Damn, he's 30. I didn't realize that. Damn.
You said he was old.
I didn't know he was that old. Okay, anyways.
Okay, 31
even at the old age of 31 years. Huh? Oh. Even at the age of 31, he still remains to keep up a very high grade on PFF. I forgot to write that down, but no, I do. It's 69.2 with 33 total pressures and 6 sacks. And even 7 quarterback hits. So my thing frozen?
No.
This thing on?
Yes, it's on.
Okay.
DJ, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Why, Bobby?
But yes, and then I have to watch the video. What
Yeah.
Ramos. What did I do, bro?
No.
I'm tired and I'm starting to do dumb shit.
Okay. And then
Which is what
yeah.
Bobby just did.
Okay.
they also signed.
And you have to watch the
Oh
video.
yeah, they also signed a lot of people too. Wow, don't feel like going down
when
that
it comes
list.
out.
We're not
But yeah,
done.
No, unclip your nose.
we're not done. There's like 15 people that they signed. Yes, the only person I want to point out right now is a fullback, Jacob Johnson.
Out of all people,
Yeah, that's the first
a
time.
Of
fullback,
all
bro.
things,
A fullback, bro. Point out the
Okay,
offensive
fine. A
tackle that they
cornerback
signed.
and kick return. They found a
Oh,
cornerback and kick return. Tremont
didn't
Smith.
they re-sign like a running back?
They
The
re-signed a
Texans?
Yeah. Hold on, Bobby.
They did.
Hold on.
No, DJ, I hate you. No, I hate you. No, I hate you. No.
I think they might have.
Yeah. And
Why are you doing
who
this
is
to
he?
me? Why are you doing this to me?
Who is he? What is he?
He's a running back. His name is Dare. Dare Ugud Bawala. Ugud 1 year. 2 million.
Oh, we'll go Bobby.
Anyways,
4 million.
but yeah, all of the signings. And they also signed a new offensive coordinator, Nick Kelsey.
It's
No,
Kaylee.
not Kelsey. Kaylee. Whatever. Kaylee.
You guys want to know what team he came from?
Odelay, Lakers in 5. He's a former offensive coordinator of the Rams.
He was not the
Rams.
offensive coordinator. He's
Anyways.
a tight ends coach.
Close enough.
That
Still
is
on
not-
offense.
That is not close enough.
All right.
All right.
All right, Bobby, you're up.
For my next team is the Super Bowl runner-ups. What the freak is that?
The popcorn.
Oh, some popcorn? What?
Popcorn.
I'm about to make me some popcorn at this time.
Popcorn.
Anyways, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. They retained offensive guard, not original gangster Anthony. Trey Smith on a franchise tag, so he's gonna be playing on a 1 year with a big load of money. They also kept linebacker Nick Bolton on a 3 year, 3 years, $45 million. They also kept they kept 2 wide receivers, Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster, both on 1 years. Hollywood Brown ended up getting $11 million. And they also kept running back Kareem Hunt on a 1 year, $1.5 million. They signed Gardner Minshew for some odd reason on a 1 year deal. They signed Christian Fulton, 2 years, $15 million. I decided to write a bio on him. He's the former second round pick out of LSU. He formerly played with the Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. They also signed offensive tackle Jalen Moore on a 2 year, $30 million contract, and signed Elijah Mitchell 1 year, $3.5 million. I gave them a B just for keeping Nick Bolton and Trey Smith. Those 2 needed to be kept. And I said it personally that Nick Bolton was going to stay with the Kansas City Chiefs, and look what happened. So I give myself an A+. I give the Chiefs a B.
Wow, so rude. All right. My next team just went through a big signing. It's with the S.
Big signing.
The Cincinnati Bengals. So they just re-signed and extended Jamar Chase to a 4-year, $161. T. Higgins to a 4-year, $115. B.J. Hill, their defensive tackle, to a 3-year, $31, or it was 33, I can't tell. Mike Gesicki, 3-year, $25.5. Joseph Asai got a 1-year, $7. Cody Ford got a 2-year, $6. So they, I'll get to that in a little bit, but they signed T.J. Slayton from the Broncos. Bless you, Ant. 2 years, $15.1 million.
How'd you know? Sneezing. Thank you.
He had one of the worst PFF grades in the league last year. He had 43 overall grade. And they signed Samaje P. Ryan to a 2-year, $3.8.
Why did they re-sign him?
They did get some coaching upgrades. They got Dan Pitcher, who they promoted to offensive coordinator. He was with the Bengals for 9 seasons before he was recently promoted. And then the Bengals also got
You have been promoted.
They also got Al Golden. This is his second stint with Cincinnati. He was their linebackers coach a while ago. And then he left for Notre Dame to be their defense coordinator, and now he's back after the Bengals scapegoated Lou Anarumo.
Dang.
I like this offseason a lot, and then what brought it down was re-signing T. Higgins. I like T. Higgins as a player. It's just what I was saying earlier. They are investing a lot into offense and basically nothing into defense. Go ahead, Bobby.
So you took down their grade because they re-signed T. Higgins?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
They could use that money for,
just because he's a wide receiver too.
Because defense was their main struggle.
That is very true. They are going to get.
That's why
fried.
So
fried.
I give them a B.
Fair enough.
Not bashing them, giving them like a D or anything, but.
Well, why would you ever give them a D?
If they traded Trey Hendrickson, this would have went.
That's what I'm saying.
So if Trey Hendrickson is traded anytime after this video is uploaded, by the way, just in case
he's getting traded happen, right now.
This video is recorded on March 20th through the 21st. So any signings happen after, blame Anthony because it's always Anthony.
Wow. Okay. What a way to introduce me into my new team. So yeah. My next team is the Jets. Jets, yeah.
Why'd
Jets.
you turn French?
Jacques in the box. I don't know.
Such a funny video.
But yeah. My next team is the Jets. Yeah. So they retained linebacker. Jamin Sheward.
You're good at
Sherwood. It's about like almost 1:00 in the morning. But yes, they signed him for 3 years, $45 million. They were signed safety Tony Adams. Didn't say the amount that they signed him for. They also resigned CB Isaiah Oliver and a running back Kane. Why did I say his name?
Who now?
Norwangu.
Oh,
Norwangu.
Kenai Nwangu.
Yeah. For 1 year, $2.5 million. But yeah, they did sign a lot of people. One that stood out was Justin Fields for 2 years, $40 million. And they also signed a punter too, which is surprising. The punter is Austin McNamara. 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 Yeah. Ashton or Austin?
No, we're just saying because remember you said Ashton Davis.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. Y'all take it as y'all want it. But yeah, they also signed a new head coach, Aaron Glenn. Rumor that he signed on the 22nd of January this year, but we don't know. Was a former defensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions for 4 seasons. Also signed defensive coordinator Steve Wilks. Signed on February 1st of this year. Was a former defensive coordinator of the 49ers. And offensive coordinator Turner Eggstrand. Signed on January 31st. Tanner Eggstrand. My bad.
Egg what?
Tanner
Engstrand.
Eggstrand.
Oh, Engstrand.
Engstrand. Signed on January 31st. Anyways, signed. He's yeah, okay. Anyways, I did not mean I did not mean to make fans. Anyways, you know what? Just
We're
forget
sorry,
about
Tanner.
it. If you take offense, you take
Okay,
offense.
I'm
Anyways,
sorry.
but yeah, he signed on the 31st of January this year. Was a former Lions passing game coordinator. The grading for that. Let's see.
Y'all,
Did
I lost
not
my
put a grade for
popcorn.
that.
Chat. Oh, I found it.
Chat.
I was telling chat I
What's
lost my
Jack gonna do to
popcorn.
help you?
Help me find it.
Oh,
Do you see
Chat,
the
help me find
popcorn?
my.
you see the popcorn? No.
So
Oh,
no
you
grade.
can't.
I
But
just
yeah,
ripped the
no.
bag
The
open.
grade. The grade I'm thinking of is. See.
Ooh, I should have left these in the bag. Ooh.
Fair enough. My next team is also out of the NFC
I
North.
burnt this one. Y'all see?
Look at you burning, DJ.
You're talking?
Anyways, yes, I could speak.
No, you can't.
Pikachu.
Yes, I can. I admit my faults.
I just showed mine on
I
camera.
plead the fifth.
Anyways, Steelers. They had a big offseason. Specifically trading for former wide receiver from the Seattle Seahawks, DK Metcalf.
Galen.
The Galen
strong guy.
Metcalf stole him away and gave him a big old contract. 5 years, $150 million. And then
They
they
go
signed
slap
Ben
on their
Skoranek
ass.
for some odd reason. I don't know.
Former Ram.
Or traded for. They traded for him. They traded for him.
Former Ram.
Former Ram. Yes.
Huh?
And then they signed old man Darius Slay, formerly of the Philadelphia
Slay.
Eagles, and he was on Detroit, right? Yeah, he was on Detroit. He signs a
Detroit,
1-year, $10 million contract. They also signed backup quarterback Mason Rudolph, 2 years, $8 million. They
Rudolph
also
the
signed,
red-nosed reindeer,
I've
get up.
never heard of this guy, Malik Harrison. That's how you know I don't know ball. 2
I've heard of him.
years, $10 million. And then they signed
DJ probably
running
knows him.
back
He was on the
Kenneth
Ravens.
Gainwell on a 1-year, $1.79 million contract, formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles. And then a couple other signings like Darnell Parham Jr.
We've heard of him.
I definitely have heard of him. But yeah, I just gave it an A because they literally stole the Caleb Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks.
Was a big contract.
Maybe I should have gave it like a B.
Too late.
Nah, never too late.
Is
B.
it too late now to say sorry?
Sorry. That's a.
And,
Oh my gosh.
Not Ant. DJ, next team.
Yeah. So,
Missing
goodness.
you and nothing just you.
Hold on, y'all. This next team, I'm reading every signing since I went through the pain of writing them down. I'm reading every single one of them. The Washington Commanders, my dad's team. I was talking to him about this. I was like, yo, why did y'all retain so many people? All right, so.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Like 15 people.
First of all, they're also one of my A+ teams.
Really?
You want to go into that?
Oh, well, yeah, because they actually.
So let's go ahead and start off with their trades. They traded for Deebo Samuel for just a 5th-round pick. The Commanders will be taking on the rest of Deebo's $17.7 million salary. It's the last year of a 3-year deal that he signed with the Niners. And they recently came to a deal to add $3 million in extra incentives to his deal. They traded for Laramie Tunsil from the Texans. They traded.
Stole him. Absolutely
the
stole
deal was
him.
Laramie Tunsil and a 2024 fifth, 2025 fourth, for a 2025 third, seventh, a 2026 second and fourth. Laramie has 2 years, $42.6 million left on his deal. $10 million guaranteed next year, none guaranteed in 2026. He led the league in penalties last year with 19, though.
Had to add the penalties, huh?
Yeah, because that's been his only problem.
Sheesh. Isn't he like 30 already?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So the Commanders retained like their whole team. I just want to go ahead and say that. All right, here we go.
Sheesh.
They retained Bobby Wagner. I like that re-signing. 1 year, $9.5 million. He's still a good vet to have around. They resigned the backup quarterback Marcus Mariota to a 1 year, $8 million. Zach
Yes,
Ertz, he
sir.
was very reliable for Jaden Daniels, 1 year, $6.25 million. John Bates, 3 years, $21 million. A good run blocking tight end.
I was about to ask. He sounds like an offensive lineman.
Yeah, he's a tight end. They resigned their backup running back, Jeremy McNichols. All these other deals don't have, or some of these don't have like the contract details all yet. But they signed Noah. They re-signed Noah Igbenogany, corner, played pretty good for them. Sheldon Day, an old defensive tackle, depth could get cut because they signed a couple of them. They re-signed Zane Gonzalez, former Panther. KJ Osborne, who they traded for midseason from the Patriots, they re-signed him. They re-signed one of their offensive linemen, Trent Scott. They re-signed Cleveland Farrell, former first-round pick. He was top 10, right? I think he was third.
I do. He got picked by the Raiders. I remember.
I seen that my headphones are about to die, so I took them off to charge them.
Oh, my bad.
But yes,
But
he was
he
at
played
Clemson.
defensive lineman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think he was the third pick out of
He was.
Clemson.
I might have to look that up. Cleveland
I'm looking
Farrell.
it up right now. He was fourth overall pick. Wow.
Close.
Same draft they selected Max Crosby because I think they had 2 firsts that year.
Oh wow.
Well, he wasn't the first round pick, but they also re-signed Kevin Seymour. I think he's a backup corner. They re-signed Noah Brown, who got that Hail Mary against the Bears. That's when the Bears fell off.
I swear I heard of this guy.
Who? Kevin Seymour?
Kavon Seymour.
I've heard of him too.
Yeah. That's where I remember him.
Where do you remember
He
him?
played for us.
Yep. That's how I remember. Of course, he played for us. But they also re-signed their linebacker, special teams ace, Nick Bellore. And they re-signed their punter, Tressway, to 1 year, $2.8 million. Now, for the people they signed, Javon Kinlaw to a 3 year, $45. A lot of people don't get that deal. I don't get it for that much money. He does have like an attitude problem on the field. He racked up like 5 unsportsmanlike conducts just for like pushing someone to the ground after the play. They got a nice safety from the Saints, Will Harris, for a 2 year, $8 million. Picked off one of Bryce Young's passes this year.
You didn't have to mention that.
I did. That's how I remember him. Dietrich Wise from the Patriots, 1 year, $5 million.
Oh wow.
Eddie Goldman from the Bears, 1 year, $1.255 million. Jonathan Jones from the Patriots and Michael Dieter, offensive lineman. I give them an A+. I really like the Debo and Laramie Tunsil trades, and I like how they just kept their core together. Like I said, re-signing Bobby, Marcus Mariota, Zach Ertz even. I like
Hey. Oh, Nate, you still alive?
Dropped my phone.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am very much still alive. So, yeah, for my next team, we have the 49ers. Let's talk about the retained people. The retained people were running back Patrick Taylor Jr. for 1 year. Does not say the contract. We have another running back, Jordan Mason. Does not say the contract deal either. We also have linebacker.
He was traded.
He was traded, but
Traded?
yeah.
Was not heard of, was not, known of this information, but yeah, he was traded.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they also
I remember they gave him the 2nd round tender and then they traded him.
Also, that's why it says right here. It says, yeah, 2nd round, our favorite tender. Okay. And they also retained linebacker Curtis Robinson for 1 year and fullback Kyle just quit. I'll just quit after this. 2 years, $9 million. Yeah. They also, now let's get down to their signings. Tight end Luke Farrell, years, $20.25 million. Wide receiver DeMarcus Robinson for 2 years, $9.5 million. Quarterback Mac Jones for 2 years, $7 million. Defensive back Trey Brown for 1 year, 1.7. And the rest, they don't show exactly the contract, but safety Richie Grant, linebacker Luke Gifford, safety Jason
Pinnock.
Knock.
You now want to Pinnock, yes, and defensive back Siran Neal for 2 years. Everyone else before that was 1 year. So
Are you sure they went
and they
zero?
also signed. Okay, funny guy we have here, but yeah, they're also new / returning offensive coordinator Robert Saleh.
As defensive coordinator.
Saleh. Well, they marked him down as offensive coordinator.
Well, I know
He was a defensive coordinator.
I know he is most definitely not offensive coordinator.
Well, that's what they have him down. He was a defensive from 2017 to 2020, but that's what they have him down as.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You think he'd be a D?
My grading for that.
No,
my grading for that was a C+.
Yeah, they lost a lot of guys.
They did lose a lot of guys, yeah,
for sure.
But I didn't want to go into
the
that.
Broncos that I mentioned earlier. But
yeah, Hufanga.
Interesting.
Greenlaw.
Off season so far, and they still got to pay Purdy.
Really, really interesting.
My next team is Green Bay Packers. They did nothing other than signing Aaron Banks, offensive guard, 4 years, $77 million, and cornerback Nate Hobbs. I think he was part of the Raiders roster. 4 years, $48 million. They only kept their kicker Brandon McManus, 3 years, $15.3 million, and linebacker Isaiah McDuffie, 2 years, $8 million. That's all they did. I gave him a C.
It's gonna be interesting to see what they still do with Jair Alexander.
I haven't heard anything.
I heard trade. I heard could be cut because no matter, it's gonna be one of them because they saved $17 million.
Yeah. Hasn't he been on the team for a while though?
Like, yeah, but
teams don't care when it comes to saving $17 million.
I keep hearing his name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's one of the older guys on there.
Yeah, he'll be a Panther.
Yeah.
All right.
But my next team is the Tennessee Titans. They resigned one guy, Sebastian Joseph Day, to a 1 year, $7.5 million. They did sign a pretty good amount of people. Dan Moore from the Steelers. They overpaid him. They paid him 4 years, $82 million. That is an overpay. So you know that brings the grade down already.
Overpays bring down the grade.
Yes. I like the signing of Kevin Zeitler, 1 year, $9 million. I like that signing a lot. Cody Barton, linebacker, formerly of the Broncos, 3 years, 21. Xavier Woods, formerly of the Panthers, safety. I was surprised by that he only got a $5 million deal, 2 year, $10 million.
Because how much did we give him initially when he signed with us?
I think we gave him a 3 year, 25. I think it was around that.
Wow. Okay.
So I was surprised that he only got a 2 year, 10. Van Jefferson,
interesting.
Won a Super Bowl with the Rams.
I always wanted Van Jefferson for some odd reason.
Because I remember he was the one that won the Super Bowl and instantly had to leave because his wife was.
Yeah, because of
Yeah.
Your moment winning a Super Bowl and then having your kid.
Brandon Allen, a backup quarterback, 1 year deal. Johnny Hecker, punter, 1 year deal. He had a down year. He had a down year, a big down year.
Right.
Blake Hance, 1 year, 3.27, and they signed Draymond Jones to a 1 year, $10 million. He's basically like a Jeffrey Simmons type of guy, 3 tech. I gave them a C though. I didn't like the Dan Moore overpay.
Yeah, that was insanity. Because I don't think I've ever heard a dude, and then I just saw that big ass.
And then you see that he gets, I know he's living life right now, so props to you, Dan Moore.
Oh, for sure.
Good job on getting that Tennessee bag. They always overpay.
You always overpay.
All right.
Unless he plays good.
Our last teams before we get to our favorite teams. So, what's yours?
Yup. What do I wrap up my 10 teams without counting my favorite? We have the last team of the AFC West, NFC West.
NFC West.
Okay. NFC West. My bad.
Is it who
Should
I
have trusted
think
my
it
gut
is?
over my head.
It's the Cardinals.
Yeah.
It's the Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals. Yeah, Cardinals. All right. We got let's start off with the retained people. They retained outside linebacker Baron Browning for 2 years.
Oh, I
15
wanted
mil.
us to get in.
Safety Joey Blunt for 2 years. Blunt.
Yeah.
Joey Blunt for 2 years. 4.75 million. Not bad. 4.75.
We
So
know.
the comments don't get mad at me.
I think we know
The
it.
comments don't get mad at me.
And we're not that dumb.
They also retained offensive lineman Evan Brown for 2 years, 11.5 million. Wide receiver Zay Jones for 1 year, 4.4 million, and long snapper Aaron Brewer for 1 year. Some dudes that they signed. Let's see. They signed Edge Josh Sweat. For 4 years, $76.4 million.
Never mind.
Yep. I knew who was going there.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like he would really impact their defense. Really helps out with the pass rush scheme and all that. So,
former Philadelphia Eagle too. Super Bowl
don't say it.
Yep.
Bring some.
And you didn't want me to say it.
Nope, bro. Nope.
Pass rush. Because
Anyways,
on that apparent 4-hour call, I don't know, it was 4 hours long. That he said that so much. Pass rush.
Okay, anyways. But yeah, even with his old age of did not write down his age. But he's still old, apparently. He's probably like in his 30s right now.
I think he's 27.
Well, even though he's still old.
Who, Josh Sweat?
Yeah. He might be 28.
Bro, he's like 27.
It's considered old?
Yes.
No.
PFF. Fix your stats, bro. Anyways, on PFF they called him old, and they said while he's still, even though he's old, he still keeps up with a lot of the, edges out there.
Bro revealed his
all
sources.
the pro edges. But yes, he still keeps a good overall grade of. He still keeps a good overall grade of 70 plus simultaneously throughout 4 out of the 5 seasons in the NFL. They also signed defensive tackle Dalvin Tomlinson
Thanos
for 2 years, 29 million.
Oh, Dalvin Tomlinson.
Thanos.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's his nickname.
That's tough. I mean, hey, look how much you're paying him, 29 mil for 2 years. Yeesh. And quarterback, probably gonna be a backup most likely. Jacoby Brissett.
Oh my God!
Brissett.
You said it again.
Brissett.
Has this happened before?
Bobby,
I swear I wasn't gonna say
4-hour call. He said brisket.
Alleged 4-hour call.
Yes, during the alleged 4-hour call, he kept saying brisket.
Oh my God.
Yes, but yeah, they basically signed him because this would be like his prove it deal. Sorry, for 2 years, 12.5 million. He really did peak in 2022 with the PFF grade of 82.6. So, and plus Murray's been injured, so he could be a solid backup. But yeah, they also signed defensive line LJ Coiler for 1 year, 4 million, and linebacker.
Why are you laughing?
Coiler.
Yeah, why are you laughing, DJ? Coiler.
That doesn't sound crazy.
It's Collier.
You got it.
Oh, it's Collier?
Yes, that's why I laughed.
Okay, then.
Okay,
Coiler?
you got a point.
Okay,
Point taken. Point stolen, not taken, stolen. Just stay there at this point. Linebacker Mekhi Walker for 1 year, 1.79 million.
What?
It's Michael Walker.
All right, bro.
Oh my God.
It's Mekhi.
Okay, let's move on.
It's Michael.
All right, let's move. Keep the chain moving.
What's your grade, bro?
My grade. That was a
It had F's.
It's A for
Huh?
me.
Oh, I thought we were
It's
talking
A
about
for
school.
me.
An A? Okay.
Interesting. Well, Josh Sweat. Fair enough.
Yeah.
My last team, the Los Angeles Chargers. Uh,
Get
they
your
retained.
team.
They retained. They signed. I almost said re-signed, but they kept cornerback Elijah Molden, 3 years, 18.75,
I was gonna
or
say
as
18
Anthony
point
likes to
what?
say, three quarters.
18 and three quarters.
18.3,
3 quarters.
18 and three quarter of a mil. Then they kept Troy Dye, linebacker, 2 years, 5.5 million. They also retained edge Khalil Mack on a 1 year, 18 million.
He's so tough.
Center Bradley Bozeman, 2 year, 6.5 million. Punter J.K. Scott, 2 years, 6 million. Tyir Tart, 1 year, 5.5 million. And I didn't even know they had Jalen Rieger, but
Oh yeah,
they
they
kept
do.
him as well. And then we get to the big boy. He's 6'7". He's 600 pounds. Makai Beacon. He signs a 2 year, $20 million contract.
All right.
I was so excited to
I
say
know
all
you're
that.
so ready to say Makai Beacon.
So
He was just bursting.
I'm proud of myself now. He formerly came from the
Game.
Jets, and he got himself, or the Jets and the Eagles. My bad. I almost damn near forgot he was on the Eagles, but yeah, got himself a bag,
And
10 mil, a bag. Um, they also signed Dante Jackson, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina
burnt
Panthers. He
toast.
signs, huh? Toes?
Burnt toast. I said toast.
Oh,
Burnt toes. Burnt toast.
burnt
Burrito.
toes.
If y'all like toast, yeah, then you could say that.
Crazy. He signs a 2 year, $13 million
DJ like something
contract.
burnt.
Mike William comes back to Los Angeles on a 1 year, $6 million contract, which I found interesting. That's like I forgot that one dude. I, he was a basketball player. He got traded to like Phoenix from Denver, and then he went back to Denver the next year. But yeah, and they also signed another former Pittsburgh Steeler, running back Najee Harris on a 1 year, five
I
point
forgot about that.
two
Sign.
five million dollar contract.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't want to keep Dobbins. I don't
And
I don't
Dobbins
know.
still hasn't signed.
Yeah, he's still free agency as of this recording. And then they signed a couple guys. Benjamin St. Juiced. Is it Juiced or Just?
It's juice. Just juice.
Okay, Juice.
Yeah.
And then Naquan Jones, Deshaun Hand, and Delshawn Phillips.
Dell.
I
Sean
gave it
Phillips.
a B plus just because of 6'7", 600-pound Makai Beacon. And I think the Najee Harris was a pretty
And
good signing
you know that
too.
right side of the O
I
line?
feel like it's a good.
Beacon is
Huh?
6'7", Joe Alt 6'8".
Crazy. Giants.
That's a
Giants.
stacked lineup.
Luckily, Herbert
Giants.
is
Rico, you're
6'5", so
He could
can.
see a little bit.
you can slightly peek over their
All
shoulders.
right,
You know.
my last team, A plus, by the way, for the
Damn.
Minnesota Vikings.
Oh.
I really like
Makes
their
sense.
offseason.
Makes sense.
They traded Jordan Mason for a 6th-round pick. That 6th-round pick that they got for trading an offensive lineman that doesn't even play for them in Ed Ingram.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they basically flipped the pick for Jordan Mason. They re-signed some of their core guys, 3 of them. Byron Murphy, the corner, had a breakout year. He got 3 years, $66 million. Harrison Smith got 1 year, $10.25 million. And Aaron Jones got a 2 year, $20 million deal. All of them are staying as they were with them last year. And they had some pretty good signings, especially on the offensive line, starting with Will Fries, 5 years, $88 million, stealing him from the Colts. He was having a breakout year until he tore his pectoral or his Achilles. He tore something, and he had to miss the rest of the year. They brought in Jonathan Allen from the Commanders, released. They gave him a 3 year, $60. They brought in Javon Hargrave, also another interior defensive lineman, 2 year, $30. And he's been one of the best interior pass rushers since 2020. He's one of those good defensive tackles that can pass rush. They brought in Ryan Kelly, also from the Colts. So they literally brought in the Colts center and right guard. They gave Ryan Kelly a 2-year, $18 million. Isaiah Rodgers from the
Packers?
Eagles. He was with the Colts originally. He got suspended for a year for gambling. Signed with the Eagles. Just won a Super Bowl. He got a 2-year, $15 million deal. He was targeted 40 times, only allowed 19 catches for 210 yards, 8 pass deflections out of those. They signed defensive back Tavier Thomas. I'm guessing he's gonna be a special teamer. Justin Skule, offensive tackle, swing tackle, backup. Eric Wilson, linebacker. Jeff Okudah, former first-round pick of the Lions, went to the Texans this past year, is now with the Vikings. They have wide receiver Tim Jones, and they just signed this one, which I wrote down recently, wide receiver Rondell Moore.
Oh, wow.
I really like the Vikings offseason. I like that they retained Byron Murphy. I was hoping he left to go to, that's
Carolina.
But now,
all right, what's your grading on that one, bro?
A+. Now let's get into our favorite teams. Mr.
And can go first.
Ramley can go first.
Yeah, of course, yes, sir.
Ramley.
Where
do I begin?
All right, welcome, ladies and gents, to the Rams house. Whose house? Rams house. So let's see. We retained only 2 people. QB Matthew Stafford and backup QB Jimmy Garoppolo. We reconstructed Matthew Stafford's contract and we signed Jimmy G for 1 year, $4.505 million. Yeah, we made some pretty good, pretty bad, I don't know. In my opinion, it's whatever. We signed pretty good people. Wide receiver Devontae Adams for 2 years, $46 million. Puna forward defensive tackle from the Chargers for 3 years, $29.6 million. I'm guessing we really need that, that defensive tackle because, Panthers took 1 and a linebacker. Oh, I'm about to cry.
He really does sound like he's about to cry.
And then
I can't believe you.
We also signed the OC. I have no clue what that means. Outside
OC, offensive coordinator.
OC?
Wait, no, but they have him down as a player. Signed him for 2 years, $12 million.
Offensive center.
Oh, center.
Shelton.
Well, I guess we needed a center. Anyways, we also got defensive tackle Larrell Munchinson. Damn, for 1 year. No signing on that one. We got Nate Landman. That one's recent from Atlanta, linebacker. We don't know the specific contract deal on that one. But yeah. And then we traded. Oh wait, no, our only trade was left guard Jonah Jackson to the Bears for a 6th-round pick. Ooh, now we're down some losses, bro. Some losses.
Ooh.
Some really bad losses. Did you grade that?
Yes, the grade so far was a C+.
Okay.
I just realized that I graded our whole entire my whole entire division a C.
Yeah, you did. It was pretty mid for the NFC West.
Pretty was, yeah. Well, yeah, biggest loss.
We'll get to it right now. Oh.
We lost the Coop.
That is right. Forgot Coop.
Oh, yeah, to the Seahawks.
We lost my glorious cup to the Seahawks.
I was talking to Ant. I was Seahawks. Like, they might put that week 1 primetime for no reason.
They actually.
Oh my god!
Thursday night. What the hell? Sunday night.
Yeah.
Monday night.
Monday.
Brand returned to home for Cooper Cup. We also lost wide receiver DeMarcus Robinson to the 49ers for 2 years. $2 million. $2 million. And no, wait, no. 2 million for 8 million.
Oh.
2 years. 2 years
2
for 8
million
million
for 8 million?
and 2,270 bonus and 6 million.
Oh, bro got the contract details.
God damn.
Bro was in the building with him when he signed it.
Yo, he got fed well. He got fed well. He got fed
Yo.
I'm telling you,
well.
bro was in the building when he signed that contract.
And then we lost Edge Michael Hooch.
Hooch?
Hoyt to the Bills for 3 years, 21 million, 13.43 million guaranteed.
Bro got the
Oh, and don't even get me started on the linebacker. We lost Christian Roseboom to the Panthers.
Yes.
The Panthers, I'm telling you, the Panthers. Why the Panthers? Ugh. We're going against them this year, y'all. Ramley, we're going against the Panthers. We're gonna get pounded this year. Oh my God, it's over with. It's over. They have our linebacker Christian Roseboom, which is we covered him. We covered him with another white guy. We have an obsession for white guys. But anyways,
white linebackers.
Dead.
Panthers.
Who's another guy that we took from y'all?
The Panthers took. They took BB3. BB3, man.
Yes.
Why BB3? Out of anybody. Oh, depressing times. Oh, let's see how much y'all paid him. 3 years
million.
For 21 million.
Yeah.
9.5 guaranteed. Oh, what an insurance policy. Oh,
what an insurance policy.
I'll stop there.
I can't.
I'll stop there. I'll stop there. The sadness. I'm gonna call the suicide hotline. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart goes out to all the traded players. Oh, come back home. The kids miss you. Oh, y'all can continue. I'm gonna go cry in the corner.
Ant's gonna go grief, y'all.
I'm gonna go grief. Grief. Lakers at 5.
I can't breathe.
Why am I actually crying?
Because it hit you, bruh. Because it hit you. All the signings. The signings actually hit him. Luckily,
Wow.
we don't have to.
That is the most Anthony has made me laugh sober.
Sober.
Yes. Sober.
Well,
if
anybody wants to sign me as an actor, I'm a great actor. As you can see, I just made Bobby.
Was dying laughing.
All right.
But since Anthony already spoiled those two signings, yes, we signed Christian Roseboom and Bobby Brown III from the Los Angeles Rams,
two guys
just to put salt in the wound.
Stopping the run, something the Panthers could not do.
Kyron Williams, bro, but you're getting pounded by those two
people we signed. We got some new coaches.
We actually did.
We got an outside linebacker coach who was his name's AC Carter. He was with the Rams for 2 seasons.
I've heard of AC.
He was there.
Another Ramley.
Yes, another Ram.
I heard he's kind of cool.
He was their assistant D-line coach. Basically, our outside linebackers are our D-line, so he's our outside linebacker coach. We also got a new secondary coach, Ronaldo Hill. He came from the Dolphins.
He also? Oh, okay.
Sadly.
What to say? No.
Not. Hey, but you know who did come from the Rams? Cooley.
Who?
Our pass game coordinator. He's also a former Ram.
He's been with us for like a couple seasons.
He's been with us when Ojulari got here, but they're all former Rams. But let's get into who we resigned. J.C. Horn, our big one. 4-year, $100 million. He was the highest paid corner for like a week. And then Derek Stingley took it over.
Yep.
I like
Can never have anything nice.
We also resigned Mike Jackson, 2-year, $14.5.
He got a big bag. Too.
Tommy Tremble. It was originally reported it was a 2-year, $16, so everyone's saying overpay. It's really a 2-year, $10.5. The 16 is with incentives. So
Yep.
I like that deal
Oh my
a
God.
lot.
My voice just cracked.
Andy Dalton, 2-year, $8.
I was so happy about that one.
I'm glad because like there's no reason to just try and go find a new backup every year. Until Andy retires, he could be our backup. Unless he like messes up his shoulder.
There's something.
Austin Corbett. He's had season-ending injuries in the past 3 years? 2 years. One was a knee, one was his. Why are we celebrating his injury?
I'm not celebrating. I'm not celebrating that.
Why are we celebrating an injury on our starting center? Yeah, we only got him 1 year, $3 million, so I'm glad. Brady Christensen's also on a 1 year, $3 million.
Oh my
Swing
God.
tackle.
I'm calling
so
him.
glad.
I'm calling him the expendable.
I like that. I'm so glad we kept him, y'all. He's, every team has that swing tackle where you bring in when you want an extra lineman. That's what he's for us.
Man, he can play anywhere on the offensive line.
Canales had him running a route during one of the games.
I'd like to bring that up against the Falcons in Atlanta.
And then we brought back Dan Chisena. Special teamer. He had a good catch one of the games.
Cardinals?
It was the Cardinals game. It was near the sideline.
Yep.
I remember.
And the camera didn't.
The camera didn't get it. Yeah. Yep.
Didn't even get it. Nah, I remember.
All right. That was where the people we re-signed.
We want to talk about the people that we didn't re-sign and left?
Yeah. We also re-signed JJ Jansen. He's been here for a while, though. All right. So, Lonnie Johnson, we talked about him earlier. He went to the Raiders. We got Miles Sanders. Yeah. Johnny Hecker to the Titans.
Yeah.
Who else did we lose?
Xavier Woods.
Jordan also
Fuller.
To the Titans. Oh, they can have Jordan Fuller all they want.
Felipe Franks.
Yep.
And I think that was it.
A lot of them are staying on the same. A couple of them are staying on the same team together. I really liked Woods. That's probably the one I'm most sad about because he could cover. Right. He can hit.
So many bull calls. Oh, wait. Bullshit, bad calls.
Shout out to Blake for that one.
If you know, you know.
Those who know. I don't think those know.
I don't think any of them know. Do you guys know?
Do they?
Comment down below.
Do you know?
Comment down below. Lakers in 5.
Do you know? Comment down below. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. All right. Now let's get to our signings. I put them in the order that I found them. The first guy I projected to come to the Panthers, Tershawn Wharton, pass rushing defensive tackle. Literally the exact reason why I said he's an interior pass rusher. Put that next to Derrick Brown, who gets double teamed. Turk has shown he can win a one-on-one against offensive linemen. And if Derrick's getting double teamed, Turk's gonna have a one-on-one.
They both will have a one-on-one.
Yeah.
You know how strong Derrick Brown could be.
And yeah, Derrick Brown's strong. Remember when he threw Chris Lindstrom?
I do remember that.
He threw him. Derrick Brown's a strong.
Babied him.
We got Patrick Jones, 2 year, $20 million.
Had from the Minnesota Vikings.
7 sacks as a second string defensive end.
That reminds me of DJ Wanham.
He's big. But he's bigger than DJ.
He's a large human being.
6'4", 220.
Yeah, that's a large man.
So I like that deal a lot. Rico Dowdle.
Oh my God.
Favorite signings.
Okay. Oh my God. When I found that out,
I went crazy. Where was I?
I almost did it.
I was sitting.
It almost happened in my pants.
I knew what you were talking about after you said it. I almost did it. I knew what you were talking about there. But I was on my sister's couch and I seen the Panthers are signing. I was thinking we're just signing like a depth guy. And I seen Rico Dowdle. I was so hyped.
For the Dallas Cowboys.
And we only got him for $6.5 million. Oh, it's really
It's a prove it
deal. I think like they told him like, hey, Jonathan Brooks is out for the year. We're most likely gonna have him be our backup running back the next year after.
That's said in his introductory press conference today in his car, out of all places.
They always do their introduction. Yeah. So I know it's a prove it deal. He's here to get more money next offseason. And I think he will.
Yeah.
It probably won't be from us though. We got a new punter.
Nope.
Sam Martin, 1 year, $3 million.
Boom.
Has a leg on him. Had some of the best
According
punts.
to Pat McAfee.
Yeah, had some of the best punts in the league last year.
Pat McAfee.
We got Christian Roseboom, as Ant mentioned earlier. His contract details are not out yet. It's a 1-year deal though. He had like 110 tackles.
I thought Ant
He
said
was really good.
His deal's not
He
fully
was
out
really
yet.
good.
Yeah, he had 110 tackles. Like I said, when Ant was talking about it, solves run stopping problems with the Panthers because that's one of our problems. We couldn't stop anyone. Derek Brown also being back helps that out with his next guy too.
Okay, anyways.
Our big nose tackle, BB3.
Oh, BB3, bro. Okay, anyways, but no, where I got this information from, by the way, y'all, was my sources were overthecap.com and spottrack.com. But yeah, what it said was Christian Rosenblum got 1 year for $2.5 million,
That's
1.9 guaranteed.
That's
an $800K bonus. $800K bonus. Sheesh.
That just means like at signing.
More to you.
More to you.
Oh yeah, we also got
even for like Bobby Brown, I think too.
Yeah, save the best for last.
Yeah.
Want to say his name?
I was letting you, since we love him.
Trayvon Morig, however you want to say it, from the Las Vegas Raiders. I almost said Angeles. They were in Los Angeles. They're in Vegas.
They were in Oakland.
They were in Los Angeles too,
though.
They were, but they're known for their Oakland days.
There they are. They did Oakland dirty.
Yeah, best signing for sure. We signed him because it was reported.
Overpaid? I don't care.
This is how it was reported. It was reported Panthers are closing in on a deal with Milton Williams. I don't even care about that situation anymore because we got all these other guys: Turk, Javon, Bobby Brown. But
Roseboom.
Yeah, Roseboom. I wish we got Neville Gallimore too.
I wish we got Cooper Kupp.
My heart.
Yo,
Cooper Kupp.
And would have crashed out on us.
Solidified it, bro.
Dude, I would have just,
you would have been
and would have joined the Panthers Nation.
I would have been a Panthers fan. Yeah, I would have been the Pounders, not the Keepers, the Pounders.
What?
But yeah, first of all, Trevon's gonna play. He's gonna be a strong safety for us. Not like what we were talking about with Hufanga earlier. He plays closer to the line. He's a run stopper. He can hit. He can get in coverage every once in a while, but that's not his strong side.
Be that
we need a safety that can.
I'm sorry.
A safety that can cover. It's gonna be Julian Blackman, but
he still hasn't signed with the team.
Hasn't signed with anyone. It gotta be him.
Because if we don't sign him, we're gonna have to draft somebody.
Yeah.
Can't wait till the draft. So excited.
Draft either.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for the draft. But yeah, I really like how the offseason has gone so far. There's one guy on Twitter gets mad that we don't sign someone every day. That's not the key to winning.
It's like Madden. We have to sign a player every free agency.
Yeah. In Madden, yeah. But
it ain't Madden, brother.
And I was like, bro, that's not the meta. Just spending just because you got money. Get the right people for once.
This ain't Madden. We can't turn off salary cap.
Just because we make money does not mean, oh, we can go sign this guy. We can go sign this guy.
Y'all can't just go free nilly-willy, bro.
Bro is definitely like 12 years old.
We can sign like any former Rams though.
Yeah, we should strictly only sign former Rams from now on.
Only former Rams.
Yo, the more Rams y'all sign, the more it makes me want to become a Panthers fan.
Hey,
I can't hold you.
Hey, come to the side, bro. Come to this side.
I just know, bro. Kyron,
what's your thing for Panthers?
Kyron is.
What's your little animation?
I don't want to do it. Yeah, I was going to do that, but I don't want to. I didn't want to turn on Bobby, so
I did it for you. You're
no
welcome.
offense.
He didn't want to turn you on, Bobby.
Yeah, no. I just know the week that we go against y'all,
he
Kyron.
just got the joke.
Kyron
He
Oh
is
just
my
got it.
god.
Yeah,
Bobby,
he
look
just
at
got
the
the
white
joke.
in the back of your hair.
I have a white thing in the back of my hair.
Yes.
But yeah, those who know, those
Where?
who know. But
Those,
yeah,
I don't know if you got it
yo,
already, but
not gonna lie, yo. But like, I think Kyron's gonna have a hard time running through that defense
it will.
with
Especially,
BB3 and Roseboom standing in the. But yeah, with BB3 and Roseboom standing right there, no, he's not. He's not making it that far. Y'all, it's either gonna be a pounding game or
I was just about to mention something with pounding.
all right, go ahead. What's pounding?
Like ground
I'm all ears.
and pound, bro.
Ground and pound.
This is going to smash him.
Yeah, no. From what I'm hearing, I feel like y'all got a good year this year.
We
think
should.
From what I'm
do.
hearing.
I hope.
The draft is gonna impact
My glorious
a lot of
king,
Yeah,
Bryce
that
Maximus
draft
Young.
is definitely gonna help y'all. That draft
Oh,
is
it'll
definitely
just
gonna help y'all
solidify
too.
everything else.
So, Bobby,
Yeah, it'll glue the
it's
pieces
been
together.
reported
What's the
that
question?
it's gonna be BPA for us at 8, offense or defense. So most likely Tyler Warren is what.
Oh my
it's leading
God!
to.
Stop mentioning Tyler
That's
Warren.
no, like that's what I seen today. Like it's, but I also seen
Who won another tight end?
I also seen Jahad Campbell might actually be a Panther.
Hod Campbell,
The
Heard of him.
linebacker from the place that he's at. Y'all,
Why can't we just take Mike Green? Mike Green is gonna be such a dog.
he is.
I don't even care about his legal issues. Everybody has legal issues.
I don't have legal issues.
I don't have legal issues. Anthony?
I don't have legal issues.
Not
I
that
don't
we
have
know
legal
of.
issues.
Everyone but us
Do
3.
y'all got legal issues? Yeah, does the audience have legal
Hey,
issues?
actually, you were kind of close to it.
I don't even know what Bobby talking about.
I don't know what Bobby's talking about either. But oh.
Yeah, if we went through the house, yeah, we would have had a legal issue. Well, I would have fled the scene.
For the new incoming people, for the old people that never watched it, there is a driving video. I have drove through bush.
I have
Not through a
drove through
house.
bush. Are you Russian?
I have
drove through bush.
I've drove through bush.
Yeah, by the way,
Bush
y'all,
not take
Ant
the
would have
car
been
out.
stuck in the car with Rico if we went through that house while I ran away. No one was catching me.
Bro, if I swear to God, if we went through that house, bro.
No one was catching me. Like I
Someone was
done.
praying that we went through that house. And
You
then
were
the bush
praying?
just poof. Somebody in the car was praying that I went through the house.
I don't think anyone wanted
bro.
you. Because, bro, we would be in the biggest legal battle.
Oh God, we would, and we wouldn't have them. I mean, you could get a lawyer for the free ski if you don't have money like that, but I don't think we would have won that battle anyways.
I don't think we would have,
and
because he doesn't have his license.
we were like all like 18 too, or DJ was gonna turn 18 the next month.
I was 18.
Because then, oh no, yeah, this is in what?
Yeah, you came back. You were 18.
Okay, so everybody was 18. Yeah, we would have never won that battle,
But it's because
bro.
he didn't have his license. That's why we wouldn't.
That's why we wouldn't have won the battle, the lawsuit, whatever it would have been.
Unless they swapped over real quick.
Right.
But if the person
mid crash,
not mid crash, before the person gets up, you got to get out real quick. But yeah, so we could have been in a. Well, I mean, they could have been in a legal battle. Like I said, I was running. I had on some running shoes that.
I don't care if I was stuck in the house. I would have found a way to grab your ankle like before you ran, bro.
Bro, no, you're stuck in the front.
If I go down,
bro,
you go down with me.
No, Ant's gonna show up at my sister's house. Oh, bro, they caught us.
They caught us, bro.
No, on God, now, bro, the Popo's gonna see this vid now.
They would have seen the crash video.
They would have. That is very true.
But yeah, Ant's gonna pull up to my sister's house when he's in handcuffs.
Pounds.
Hey, bro, they got us, man. Come on.
Come on, bro. Just take.
Stop hiding.
Just take it, bro. Just what?
What?
Huh?
I won't say stop hiding, bro.
LeBron.
Yes.
Just slide it in.
You're not the
bro.
only person in the room, Anthony.
You know what sounds good right now?
What?
Milk and cookies.
I do want some milk. That's actually what I'm about to get me to drink. Just no cookies.
No cookies.
Oh, I was like,
are you a cookie guy?
I am a cookie guy. I just don't. I have Oreos up there, but they're far.
What is like your
And
guys' favorite?
And I'm going to the rec in 9 hours. Oh my goodness.
You don't have to go in like 9 hours. You can go in like 10.
I have to go hoop with Larry.
Shout out my boy Larry. If you see these videos, Larry,
he be asking for the ones.
Huh?
The ones. He wants to run my ones basketball. Nah, I learned what to do. Like I pull a Luka where like I act like I'm slow and then I just speed past him.
That's what you got to do.
I think I'm gonna do that with Ray next time or during our 2v2, y'all.
Watch out for that.
Stay tuned for a 2v2.
All right, guys, we have a big announcement to announce. Yeah, I can't speak. We have a big announcement.
You can clip from this.
What?
For the Insta. You can
I think
clip
he
it for the
means
Insta.
clip,
I'm sorry.
not clip farm.
You can clip it. You can clip it for the Insta. I'm sorry.
Not clip farm. He means clip it for the Instagram.
Not clip farm.
Okay. We have a big announcement to tell you guys.
We
will be doing our first live stream. What the fuck? My brain just froze.
We're leaving that in.
My brain just froze.
We are doing our first live stream for the NFL draft. Only the first round. I'm not doing the rest of the rounds. Only the first round, you know. Hopefully there's like some trades or some surprises where someone slides into the first round or, you know, someone slides out.
Safe.
But
that's not safe. Whatever the safe
live
signal is,
stream,
but
first
live stream. First round, April 24th.
Maybe we're gonna try and get some people in for different teams.
Yeah.
That we know.
For different teams, yes sir, yes sir.
But
yeah.
That's all we can give you for
Keep
now.
looking for that.
Be ready. April 24th. The draft is at what time?
I think it's most likely going to be 5 o'clock Pacific time.
Yep, it is 5 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be live at like 4 probably. And then,
you know,
market calendars.
Have some people come in. Calendars. You know, ask them questions and things of that nature.
Even if you're not gonna chat in the stream, have it on in the background. Support us.
You don't even gotta watch it.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Have it in the background while you're cleaning your room, while you're doing your homework. I don't know.
Anyway,
market calendars. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Bring your pops if you want to. I don't care. Bring someone. Don't watch it alone. Yes.
Anyways,
watch it with your dog.
That is the end of this Bobcast episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have some thoughts on your favorite team signings, if you feel like we rated your team wrong, obviously it's our opinions, but if you feel like we could have put more thought into a rating or something, let us know.
If we put more thought into a research.
If we missed a long snapper, let us know.
Oliver,
please
let us know if Anthony missed a long snapper.
If we missed a punter, please punt the message to us. You know.
But yeah.
No puns intended.
Let us know. Anyways,
tackle that like button. Punt that subscribe button.
The subscribe button. Mm-hmm.
And score a touchdown with the comments. I don't know. Do something with the comments.
Yeah, do something.
Don't forget we have Q&As. We have topics, you know.
Down
suggest some.
All the way
in the description, and make sure
don't forget,
to
y'all.
go follow the Instagram and TikTok.
Also, don't forget, y'all.
Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.